You go to a teacher, it's only going to get worse.
Welcome to the Inland Sports Show. Your leader in sports in the Inland Empire. The Riverside. Now, here are your hosts, Pep Fernandez and Jeff Gorham.
Hey, welcome to the Inland Sports Show. It's Fox Sports IE 1350 AM. Going strong on a Monday, 3 to 6 p.m. every day of your life right here on Fox Sports IE 1350 AM. I'm Pep Fernandez. That's Jeff Gorham coming off a big weekend in local sports. Another big weekend ahead. We're going to get you all caught up on what's going on here around the 909, the 951. Jeff, we've got a lot to get to. Later in the show, it's kind of a mixed bag. We got a lot of wacky stuff we're going to get to today, including LeVar Ball.
He's back!
Maybe the best head basketball coach currently on the planet. Right?
Larry Ball.
Larry Ball.
He never ceases to surprise me.
Oh, my gosh. We're going to talk about LeVar Ball. We're going to talk about Tom Brady. We're going to talk about...
Whoa.
Yeah.
Be careful. You're treading on thin ice if you're talking about Tom Brady.
That's kind of the deal, right?
Okay, all right.
Yeah, if you talk about his family, he's going to bite back, as we found out.
So no Mo Brady?
Mo Brady's brother.
Okay, I'm going to tread lightly there.
Mo Brady's brother. We'll talk Tom Brady. We're going to talk about LeVar Ball. We've got an interview with San Bernardino Valley College head football coach. In fact, I'm going to tweet out the breaking news alert because we've got breaking news on this show.
Why is it that every time Algattas is on the show, bam, he's bringing in the heat, the juice?
This is big. This is really good. If you're a local football fan in the Inland Empire, you're going to love this. So 5:15, Daniel Algattas, the head football coach at Valley College, is going to check in, and he's going to blow everyone's minds out there.
He's going to take a shot right over the bow.
Oh, my gosh.
In the Inland Empire, he's throwing a shot.
I told you, what was it, Friday night when I told you I heard this, and you're like, oh, man.
Yeah,
loved it.
He's going to take his big, giant gun and shoot it this way towards the Inland Empire, and he's going to do it on our show.
All right, so 5:15, breaking news. I want to put the alert out on our Inland Sports Twitter account at Inland_Sports. We got that. We also have Justin Norman, who's trying to win his fourth-place finish in the River Valley League. I mean,
yeah, if he's on pace to get fourth place.
Oh, that's coming up at 4 o'clock?
Yeah.
And he's going to Ken's Sporting Goods and printing out the shirts already, right? Fourth place.
Those five other shirts, those five other shirts were crying all weekend in the drawer.
5 straight River Valley League titles. Just by coincidence, I have my Hillcrest shirt on. Big shout out to Coach Jackson Wood hooking up the Inland Sports Show. We love the shirts.
That's awesome.
And we also have a Marines recruiting station Riverside Athlete of the Week to announce. That'll be coming up in our very next, in 2 segments actually, as we get through some high school basketball as well. It's all brought to you by our good friends at Spoiled Quick Quality Oil Change. You'll be spoiled by great customer service and low prices. Jeff, I'm all spoiled up to get us to Cal Poly, San Luis Obispo.
We're going to be
on Wednesday.
You and I already drove to Santa Barbara, and it was just fun. It was just talking.
In Irvine?
No, I can't wait. We're going to be going up to SLO, as they like to call it. Cal Poly. But I'm going to find out if we go through Napomo.
I'm going to say we don't, but I don't know. I don't know that area very well.
I know. If we do, I'm going to take you to the best steakhouse in the world. I'm going to buy you a steak and a potato.
Let's do it.
Best in the world, my friend.
Thank you, Spoiled Quick Quality Oil Change. Oh, yeah, on the road again. Yeah. Get your car spoiled quickly. And Ken Sporting Goods, more than 40 years in the Inland Empire, bringing you all your sporting gear needs and Letterman's jackets. In fact, my wife ran into a friend, and her daughter is an athlete at a local high school, and said, wow, that's a really cool Letterman's jacket. It's all blinged out. Her name was like all blinged out.
Yes.
And I was like, there's only one place that would bling out a Letterman's jacket.
Ken's.
And my wife asked her, where'd you get it? She's like, oh, it's that really cool place in Norco. Bingo! Ken's Sporting Goods. Sporting gear and Letterman's jackets, and they will bling it out too, if you ask nicely. Boost Performance Training in Corona with Coach Ray Bass. Check out the Overtime program for those younger athletes going into high school. Also, those strength and speed classes. Just say Jeff Gorham.
Bingo!
At the door. And that first class is absolutely free. And Catalano Motors in Corona off Temescal Canyon Road, where you can buy, you can trade, and you can also finance at Catalano Motors off Temescal Canyon Road. CatalanoCars.com is the website. make that car shopping experience easy and smooth. Definitely not a headache.
No.
All right, so let's get to our Inland Sports headlines here, and I'm going to go ahead and cue up the music. You guys, when you hear the music, you already know what's going down. This goes out to all my UC Riverside basketball fans out there. You guys know the drill. Nothing breaks my heart like a Highlanders loss. It's worse than staying up late at night watching those sad dog and stray cat commercials and they needed to be adopted. It's very sad. So, Jeff, here's the deal. You called the game Saturday night. They lost to UC Santa Barbara 76-69. It was a battle. I'm driving that long, lonely road from Ridgecrest, California. Saturday night, 9:30 p.m. Nobody out on the road but me, just me and my own thoughts. With my broken heart after the Highlanders lost. They're 0-7 right now in the Big West Conference.
Yeah, it was a tough one. But Justin Bell, after his game, composed himself, shook hands with the opponent, said, I am on a 7-game slide. I'm going to go home. I'm going to melt 3 or 4 bars of chocolate into a bowl, and then I'm going to drink it. I'm going to drink that chocolate because it makes me feel good. Then I'm going to go to practice tomorrow. I'm going to run every single one of my players until they collapse. Because gosh darn it, I need a win. We need a win. Riverside, they need a win. We are this close to making the playoffs. We're this close. I have a wife. Gosh, I have a beautiful wife. I have a brand new baby at home, a beautiful daughter. They count on me for these victories. And by gosh, I'm going to drink the rest of this bowl of chocolate. And we're going to go down. We're going to drive 4 hours to Cal Poly, San Luis Obispo. And we are going to beat the hell out of those guys. For my first victory as a Division I head coach, I'm going to carry that team on my back. And we're going to get that victory in the Big West Conference. Then afterwards, as the team hoists me on their shoulders, I'm going to buy everyone, including Pep and Jeff, 2 gigantic sandwiches. And we will celebrate no longer being in 9th place, but tied for 8th. My gosh, I love you, UC Riverside. I love the Highlanders. Chance Murray, you're going to come through for me. I'm going to heal Alex Larson and his ankle. It will be healed by Wednesday. And to Kemme Martin, I can see him on the horizon. And we will be champions of the Big West. Oh, thank you.
Are you done, Coach Bell?
I am.
Pouring your heart out for the Inland Empire?
I'm tired of melting chocolate bars and drinking it like soup.
You know, you've hit rock bottom when you're melting candy bars.
Oh, I'm drinking it.
Just slurp it up.
Just slurp it up. Drinking it. I'm drinking it in. The victory on the horizon. Cal Poly Pomona. Wednesday night.
All right.
Bingo!
So, pity party is over. It is a playoff game as UC Riverside will take on Cal Poly. The winner will have the upper hand, at least for now, for that final spot in the Big West Conference to make the postseason conference tournament. We'll talk a lot more about that game in the next couple of days. It's Wednesday night on the road at Cal Poly, San Luis Obispo. Jeff and I will have the call. How about a little football for you, Jeff?
But the oblong spheroid?
Did you watch the Pro Bowl?
No!
Somebody came up to me today and said, hey, did you watch the Pro Bowl or the Grammys? I'm like, nope. Didn't see either one.
Nope. I watched Sister Wives,
Uh-huh.
my favorite show on Sunday nights, on TLC. I enjoyed a little Phineas and Ferb and a lot of nap time on my weekend.
I was preparing the show, getting all these great Pro Bowl stats as the AFC won 24-23. Our boy Derek Carr, game-winning touchdown pass with about a minute and a half to go. The Raiders! But what do you think I was watching on television as I was crafting another masterpiece here on Fox Sports IE 1350 AM? Jeff, what do you think was on my television set?
Last night?
As I'm crafting this for the people out there.
Star Wars.
It crossed my mind, but it did not.
The Ewok Adventure.
Ooh, that's a good one. You can pull it up on YouTube. It's out there. It's on YouTube. Have you found it? It's out. Both of them.
Have you seen the Christmas special? It's out there too.
No, I know it's out there. I don't want to sit through it, but the Ewok Adventures I'd sit through.
Hey, but Chewbacca's little son is named Lumpy on the Christmas.
No, I don't want
special.
I don't want Lumpy. No, I was watching Hello Baggins.
You were watching the Hobbit movies?
The Lord of the Rings. It's on Netflix.
Did you watch all of them?
No, I just had the first one on as I was getting some work done. Getting all the good information like Tiger Woods at the Farmers Insurance Open down there in San Diego. He's back.
You know what San Diego stands for?
I think I know.
I can't say it.
According to the anchor man. No, but Tiger Woods is back. His first 4-round tournament since 2015. He was 3 under on the tournament, 3 under par, even on Sunday. Not too bad, but he's back, going in the right direction. And again, if he's playing over the weekend, I'm going to at least follow along. I'm going to go on Twitter. I'm going to check out the leaderboard. I'm going to do all those sorts of things to see what Tiger's up to. If he's not in there, I don't even know where the PGA Tour is at. You know what I mean? Like, I don't even pay any attention to it.
He yelled at a couple people on a putt. Did you see that?
Well, they yelled at him.
They did?
They yelled at him.
They should get in the hole.
So on the backswing, get in the hole. That's what they do. But that's after you strike the ball. He was on the backswing, and someone yelled, "Come on!"
Really?
He got really mad.
Did he hit him with a golf club?
No, he should have. He should have. So Tiger Woods is back. A solid tournament at the Farmers Insurance Open. It actually wrapped up today because Jason Day went to a playoff with Alex Noren, and Jason Day won it this morning down there. So congrats to him. Our local guys, remember Aaron Wise or Ricky Fowler didn't make the cut coming out of the first 2 rounds, Thursday, Friday. But Brendan Steele, the pride of UC Riverside, and him in high school, under 2 under for the tournament. So not too bad.
Not bad.
And one more local sports note. Hey, congratulations to Brooks Pounders. Riverside guy, played his high school ball at Temecula Valley, played for the Angels last season. He has signed with the Colorado Rockies. It's a minor league deal, but he's going to major league training. You know what I mean? Like, he's going to major league camp for spring training. So he's got a shot to make the big league club. So congratulations to Brooks Pounders of the Colorado Rockies. And we're trying to get Brooks on the show today, right?
Trying our best.
We're efforting.
Brad Pounders, his father.
What's up, Brad?
Brad.
We all know a Brad.
Hey, he was a great player at UC Riverside. Played in the minors for a long time. Played in the minors for 50 years.
It's a long time.
Longest minor league player in the history of baseball. Great guy. Local legend.
So congrats to Brooks Pounders going to the Rockies. We're going to try to get him a little bit later in the show. If you'd like to sponsor with us, make sure you hit us up at inlandsportsshow@gmail.com. It's the only way we can keep this going. Local support from you guys. If you know somebody, pass along our email. Once again, inlandsportsshow@gmail.com. When we come back, let's touch a little high school basketball. Jeff, you said the rankings are in from the CIF Southern section?
There's all kinds of weird rankings going on out there.
Weird stuff?
Weird rankings. I'm not too sure. I'm going to have to look at it during the break.
Let's get weird when we come back. It's the one and only Inland Sports Show on Fox Sports IE 1350 AM.
He doesn't have a fever, but he says his stomach hurts and he's seeing spots.
I'm fine. I get up.
No.
I have a test today.
No.
I have to take it. I want to go to a good college.
We focus on the customer here. Believe it or not, that is the biggest thing for customers on an oil change. They just want the convenience of coming in, driving in, getting it done, and driving out. We just greet them, get them going, and they're done in about 10 minutes or so. We don't push any sales on them. We do the oil change, and I think that's what sets us apart is our customer service. Vacuumed and cleaned your windshield for you as well. Everything's looking pretty good. You come into us one time, believe me, we'll spoil you and you'll be ready to come back the next time.
We're a small family-owned, strive for quality pre-owned vehicles. We're not a volume dealer, and we take every deal as personal to us. We're a low-stress environment. We're not a pressure sales house. If you want to shop us, you're more than welcome to shop us. We have, like I said, great rates, competitive financing, a lot of one-owner, clean Carfax, clean title vehicles. As you see, we have Carfax everywhere. That's most important to us, to educate our customers before they make a purchase. We're right off of Ontario, right off a couple exits off the 15 freeway, off Cajalco, off El Cerrito, and we're right on the main drag going into Dos Logos and the crossings. We have great financing, we have great lenders that we're using. We do buy, sell, trade, cash for your car. Whatever we need to do to help accommodate the customer, that's what we're here for. We have a little bit of everything. We start at about $69.95 and go all the way up to $100,000. We have Escalades, we have commuters, we have pickup trucks, we have Jeeps, sport utilities, and if we don't have it, our specialty is finding you exactly what you're looking for.
Thank God, first of all. I thank the great people that I've got around me that help support me, the people that work for me. As I started, if it wasn't for the people around me, we probably wouldn't be here right now, but I've got a great staff. I've got great people that do stuff for us outside the store, and we've been very, very fortunate. Our service is impeccable, and we just keep trying to get better every year. We can do online stuff for your teams, as well as, like I said, the screen printing, the embroidery. We also have 3 women that do extra sewing for us, like pull-on uniform, the bling or rhinestones for different shirts for the ladies. That's why we have certain racks just for certain schools, and the fun about that is that it turns into other schools that may come in here that aren't as close, that we can do stuff for them as well. We've had very, very good customers throughout the years, and it's just been a blast.
Sports Show on Fox Sports IE, 1350 AM. Was intern Cullen just in the house? He just blew in.
Yeah, he
blew right back out.
He walked in and said hi. I gave him a hug. We did one of those cheek hugs, and then he left. He was gone.
We came in, he's like, hey, did you get those Centennial Roosevelt basketball highlights from Friday night? I said, yes, I did. And that's where we go next, Jeff, the high school basketball landscape. The rankings just come out. We'll get to those in just a second.
Yes.
Because Centennial beat Roosevelt again. The Huskies are 2-0 against the Mustangs.
Yeah, looks like now they're in the driver's seat to win that league. And apparently, I was wrong. I thought Roosevelt would get them. I was wrong. They had a nice lead though in the fourth quarter, just like last game. And then they
trying to hold on, right?
Yeah, Roosevelt's young too. They're both two young teams. They're going to be battling it out for the next 100 years.
Last year, Roosevelt went 5-0 against Centennial, which was unheard of.
Yeah.
And thus far, Centennial 2-0 against Roosevelt. Yep. Could they meet again down the road? There's probably a good chance they could.
Yeah, because I don't think either one are going into the open division. I'm just being honest.
Okay, Centennial's, they're going to win the land of the Big Eight, but their overall record might not look good enough to get them in the open division, which it's not the worst thing in the world. I'd rather go into Division I AA and make a living there in the playoffs as opposed to going to the open division.
Yes, I would too, for sure. Can you play in Division I or open division? I'll go Division I.
So if you go to the Inland Sports YouTube channel right now, we got highlights of Centennial versus Roosevelt as the Huskies won a close one. 63-59 was that final score as DJ Davis poured in 24 points, just a sophomore. So two very young teams, but two of the best in the Inland Empire. And these two schools probably should meet each other once again once we get to the CIF Southern Section postseason.
They definitely could, and it'll be you never know. That could be the one that counts.
That'd be fun. I love it when there's a big local rivalry and you get to see it in a playoff format. You know what I mean? Like, I'm thinking about like Citrus Hill and the Rancho Verde football. You know, they see each other in non-league play. They're not in the same league, but they see each other in non-league play. And then we saw them meet up again in the playoffs. And then, you know what I mean? Like, it's just, oh my gosh.
It was a different team.
Yeah, it's just so much fun when you get to see two rivals battle all season long and then, you know, destiny takes over and they see each other in the playoffs again.
It's cool. That's what, you know, in basketball, you see it a lot more just because there's more teams in the playoffs. It's just chaos.
And, you know, they always say, well, it's tough to beat the same team twice in one season. Well, it's tough to beat the same team 3 times in one season. That's unheard of. Roosevelt went 5-0 against Centennial, which is, I mean, what do you call that?
That's crazy.
Yeah, that was last year, though.
Yeah, last year doesn't count for anything.
They had two guys, Jamal Baker and Matt Mitchell, who turned out to be pretty good.
Yeah, one's at, I think, Kentucky, and the other's the star at San Diego State.
Yeah.
As a freshman.
It's a lot of firepower that you're missing.
Not bad.
But they're still really good. Centennial's really good, and both teams young, so they're going to be good for a long, long time. Like Jeff said, the next 100 years, Pencil and Centennial and Roosevelt.
The next millennial.
All right, a little bit later on the show, we're going to have Justin Norman, the head basketball coach at La Sierra.
Yeah.
I'm flying the colors for Hillcrest today. Do you think that's okay?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know why he wants to call. He sounded a little salty.
Well, he wants to defend his good name. That's why he wants to call in, Jeff.
He doesn't have a good name. He can defend all he wants. He's still Justin Norman. He's the angry red guy I know so well.
Well, La Sierra had won 5 straight River Valley League championships.
They had.
Well, right now it's all Hillcrest in the River Valley League. It looks like they're going to clinch that, and we're going to have Justin Norman on at 4 o'clock here on the Inland Sports Show to talk about that. Over in the Citrus Belt League, kind of like Hillcrest is running away with the River Valley, Cajon is running away with the Citrus Belt League, and not a huge shock. And very similar to Centennial, their non-league schedule their non-league record doesn't look that great because they had a tough non-league schedule. But now that they're in league play and getting close to full strength, Cajon might be in the top 3 teams in the entire Inland Empire. I saw them Friday night against A.B. Miller, and they crushed the Rebels. And it was one of those like and one mixtape tours kind of thing. Jeremiah Martin flying around, throwing down alley-oops. Jared Hyder, he threw down an alley-oop. In fact, Jeff, you'll appreciate this story. So Jared Hyder threw down a dunk in that big win against A.B. Miller, 75-51. So then I turn around and I go to San Bernardino Valley College because they're taking on Mount San Jacinto, rivalry game, big time, Valley College. I get out there, and who's the star player for Mount San Jacinto? C.J. Hyder, the older brother of Jared Hyder. So I'm walking into the gym, and I see Mrs. Hyder, and she said, hey, did you get Jared Hyder's dunk against Miller? I said, sure did.
You did get it.
I did. And she said that was the first time he's dunked in a game.
Whoa.
It's on camera. We got it. Check
Nice.
it out on Sports Weekly on IEMG TV coming up on Tuesday. So we went from one Hyder to the next, but San Bernardino Valley College got that win against Mount San Jacinto. And then remember we were talking about on Friday how wherever I go with my video camera, weird things happen, fights and brawls, and bad blood.
What happened this time?
Yeah, at the end of the SBVC basketball game, it was nothing too crazy, nothing I haven't seen before. But you know, you go through the line giving high fives at the end of the game, and one guy has a snide remark for the other, some pushing and shoving. They break it up, and so
you bring out the salty in everybody.
Why is that?
Because I don't know. Maybe it's because you're like a nice guy. And you suck all of the niceness out of everybody, and by the time they're done talking to you, that's why I'm always so angry. I walk, I'm fine until I walk into the studio, and then you, Pep, you take all of the.
I'm the Salt Lake.
Dude, you take all of the pleasure and happiness out of my life, and then I become salty.
You are saltiness
because you're too nice.
Hey, do you got the rankings over there?
I do have the rankings.
And this is hot off the press because the CIF Southern section just released this minutes ago. Any big shockers?
Okay, here's an open division watch list. Let's take a look as I'm reading this as we go down the thing. Rancho Christian is the only local team.
So no Centennial, no Roosevelt, no Cajon?
No, but there has been a change in Division 1.
Oh, bring it on.
We have Roosevelt is now ranked 14th.
So they slid a little bit because of that loss to Centennial, but did the Huskies move up?
They're up to 13th. They're just above them.
Oh, so Centennial's 13, Roosevelt's 14?
They flip-flopped. So those are the two teams in Division 1. Division 2. Division 2.
Bring it on.
Cajon is 7th. And that could be a good spot for them.
That's kind of low.
Yeah, but you want to keep it there.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah.
Randy Murray likes flying under the radar. By the way, I ran into your boy, the Merman.
The Merman.
He said, hey, thanks for talking about us all the time. He's like, all of assistant coaches, the parents, they all go to him and say, hey, did you hear what they said about you? And then they relay the information.
Did you know Randy Murray has webbed feet? That's why he was such a good swimmer. So seriously, if you go up and ask Randy Murray, ask him to take off his shoes, he has webbed feet. He has webbed toes.
I did not know that.
That's why he's such a good swimmer. And hey, Division 2.
Yes.
Rancho Christian, number 1. Like I said, they're on the watch list.
But they'll be open division. They're not going to lose in league. They're open.
Hey, they beat Cajon pretty handily.
Yeah.
But without the young.
But that was a different Cajon team, remember?
I agree.
And they're still not at full strength. Deshaun Washington, Daryl Jackson, injuries, Darren Jones, they're not complete.
Yep.
All right, go ahead.
Okay. And third, Riverside Poly in Division 2A.
They're number 3?
They're number 3. Let's go down to 3AA as I read down here.
Number 1?
Nothing. Notre Dame and 3A
is number 1.
And then you have Marietta Mesa coming in at 4th.
Ooh.
A.B. Miller 7th. Paloma Valley is 10th. That's a big thing. And Temesco Canyon 13th. Citrus Hill leading their conference. They are 14th. And Citrus Valley 16th.
A lot of IE flavor in that one.
There you go.
Where's Hillcrest?
That's my next one. 4AA Hillcrest, number 1 with a bullet. And then we go down. We have.
I think that might be it.
Rialto. Rialto is 11th.
I just saw them. They just beat Indian Springs in a head-to-head matchup for first place in the San Andreas League.
They are pretty good. And then we go to Division 4A. And I just want to say this because I like saying it. Mary Star of the Sea is number 2.
Oh, yeah. The Stars.
The Stars.
Are they? I think they are. The Mary Star of the Sea Stars.
And then you have, but there are a couple teams. You have Carnegie of Riverside that with all those Ukrainian players, whoever they are, they're, See? Ukraine, not weak. Ukraine weak.
Not Lithuania?
Not Lithuania. They could have a few, though. And then we have Division 5. I think that's AAA. I'm kind of blind. Yeah, 5 AAA.
No, there's no 5 AAA.
There is 2.
Hold on. I'm leaving my post.
There's
coming over here
5 AAA. Look at this. I'm right. Look at that right there. 5.
What?
Yeah, there's a 5 AAA. They've got.
I thought you were making that up.
No. And you have Ontario Christian at 7, and you have Bloomington at 12, and Sherman Indian at 16.
Holy smokes.
Okay, let me see what I'm going through here. Okay, nothing in Division 5 AA. Oh, Indian Springs, number 8. And Big
number
Bear.
8?
Yeah, and Big Bear 5.
They might make a run. They might make a run in 5A.
They could.
Was it 5AA or 5A?
5AA.
5AA. They could make a run.
And then we go 5A, and we have CSDR at 9th, New View Bridge at 11, and that's it.
So of our local teams, the number 1s are Hillcrest and Notre Dame, right?
Yes.
Well, Hillcrest was 4AA and Notre Dame was 3A?
Yes.
And then listen, again, Cajon and 2AA.
7th. Yep.
They're better than number 7. Again, it's just because they weren't at full strength to begin the season, and they're still not at full strength. And then in 1AA, we had what? It was Centennial and Roosevelt.
Yes, 13th and 14th.
Yeah, so
1A.
So if that holds true, they will not be open division, which is totally okay. Rancho Christian might be our only Inland Empire school in the open division, which again, reportedly they're going to have the semifinals at Cal Baptist University. So that'd be pretty cool to see Rancho Christian playing at CBU in the open semis. That'd be pretty neat.
I just got a text from an athletic director.
Yes.
And he wanted to know what Norte Vista was ranked. No joke. He said, hey, how's Norte Vista doing?
I don't know if they go that high.
They're ranked pretty high.
How's Colton?
How's Colton Yellow
Where's Colton
Jackets?
at?
Oh, yeah, they're right there with Norte Vista. They're neck and neck.
Next year's their year.
It's a big year for the Braves and the Yellow Jackets.
Next year.
Yes. So there you go. There's your CIF Southern Section polls.
That is wonderful. When we come back, let's talk a little soccer.
Soccer?
Are you ready?
I love the kickball.
We're going to talk a little soccer and also our Marines Recruiting Station Riverside Athlete of the Week. We've got that, and we'll preview a huge game, a real battle for Middle Earth going down tomorrow right here in the city of Riverside. We'll be back. It's the one and only Inland Sports Show on Fox Sports IE 1350 AM.
Inland Empire sports fans turn to the Inland Sports Show.
So you talk through the radio?
On Fox Sports IE 1350 for...
I played once upon a time at Centennial High School. I was actually on the first ever CIF championship team back in 2000, and then my senior year we won it again. I think that's my passion because I've done it. You know, I know exactly where these athletes are at. I know what their mindset is right now. I know how hard it is to, number one, find a performance coach who can take you to the next level. What sets us apart has to be, you know, how we work with our athletes and what we know. We can take an athlete and you know, help them reach their athletic potential, you know, help them, you know, prevent injuries, help get them stronger. I know every single athlete who steps into this gym. I know exactly where they're at, and I'm going to progress them every week. If you're not getting results, then, you know, what's it about? We're going to deliver something that's measurable, you know, in terms of speed, power, you know, strength, agility.
Focus on the customer here. Believe it or not, that is the biggest thing for customers on an oil change. They just want the convenience of coming in, driving in, getting it done, and driving out. Just greet them, get them going, and they're done in about 10 minutes or so. We don't push any sales on them. We do the oil change, and I think that's what sets us apart is our customer service. Vacuumed and cleaned your windshield for you as well. Everything's looking pretty good. come into us one time, believe me, we'll spoil you and you'll be ready to come back the next time.
How you guys doing today? Coach Ray here from Boost Training. We're here today at the Boost Performance Center with the one and only Pep Fernandez. Today's Boost Training tip is all about strength. And of course, it's very specific to speed. We're talking about the single leg supported low squat. Come check it out. So when it comes to athletic performance, and more specifically speed, it's all about the ability to generate force, all about being nice and strong. Now, running is a single leg motion. So it makes sense that you have to have a great foundation of strength. You gotta have single leg strength. So this exercise really works on that single leg strength here with a deep bend in the hips, the knees, and the ankles. So what Mike is gonna do is gonna have an open hand grip, all right? He's gonna get nice and tight to the rack. He's gonna be doing this, he's gonna have his right foot on the ground. He's gonna flex his left knee, all right? He's gonna lower himself nice and easy. He's gonna tap that left knee on the ground and then come up. Now go ahead and do a couple reps here, Micah. All right, so what we want here is we really want to emphasize pushing that left foot in the ground, that right foot in the ground and not pulling himself up, which is why we have the open hand grip. And as I mentioned before, really getting that deep bend in the ankles, the knees, and the hips, just as if we were sprinting. So if you're not doing this exercise, you really want to add it to your repertoire because it's a great drill for building speed and generating force. We do it right here at Boost.
Mr. Herman, you have a telephone call at the front desk.
We're back to the Inland Sports Show. Here are your hosts, Pep Fernandez and Jeff Gorham.
Welcome back. It's the one and only Inland Sports Show on Fox Sports IE, 1350 AM. I'm Pep Fernandez. That's Jeff Gorham. Greg Holla, making everything go. Hey, so I was at IMG TV earlier today, doing my Sports Weekly show, and I ran into my boy Ryan, who also works at Citizens Business Bank Arena.
What does he do there?
He's one of the camera guys. You know, the big jumbotron. You know, so he was there for the big Ontario Fury game where Tommy Lasorda and Eric Dickerson were in the house. Remember on Friday?
Yes. Did they both show up is the question.
Of course.
You might not get into heaven.
We want to go to heaven, Tommy. Yeah, they were both there. So I got into IMG today, and I saw Ryan, and I was like, hey, Ryan, how's it going? He's like, good. He's like, guess who I saw at the arena?
And you said?
I was like, Eric Dickerson or Tommy Lasorda? And he said, bingo!
Bingo!
I guess he got in the elevator, and who was in the elevator but none other than Tommy Lasorda? And he said, are you going up? And he said, yeah, I'm going up. Not to heaven, but he was going up.
If you don't say you love the Dodgers, you might not get into heaven.
So he was going up, not all the way to heaven, but he was going up. So he rode the elevator with Tommy Lasorda all the way up. And I said, what'd you say to him, Ryan? He's like, nothing.
What?
He's like, I just stood in the back corner. He's like, he was with his entourage. I didn't know what to say. And I was like, well, what did Tommy do? I was just curious. I'm like, what did Tommy Lasorda do? And he's like, he was just looking down the whole time. He didn't say anything.
He didn't say anything?
Nothing.
Come on, Skip.
So I was hoping for something juicy, like he's going to lean over to one of his entourage guys and say, hey, did you hear that they're going to trade Yasiel Puig to the Padres? Some crazy.
Or like, yeah, when I was coaching Pedro Guerrero. Something. Give us something, Tommy.
Yeah, I thought there was gonna be something really juicy.
Just got crickets.
No, nothing. So shout out to my boy Ryan.
Ryan
Rode the elevator with Tommy Lasorda. That's cool.
I guess
Something he can share with his grandkids.
It would have been really cool if he just said, "Hey, can I have a hug, Tommy, and just kiss him on the cheek?"
Something like, I don't know, Ryan was eating a hot dog and Tommy Lasorda said, "Hey, can I have a bite of that?" Like something funny. Say anything.
Something. Come on.
Remember Ronny Turioff?
I do. I do remember.
Yes, Tommy, we get it. I'm not going to heaven. I'm a Mets fan. I get it.
I do remember Ronny Turioff.
Do you remember him?
Yeah, he had like heart surgeries and stuff.
He did. He had a heart ailment. Yes, that's
Gonzaga
true.
guy.
That's true. Yes. So it just hit me right now because we were talking about the food and sharing a hot dog with Tommy Lasorda, a Dodger dog.
Yeah.
I remember I was doing a live shot for a television show I was doing. I was going live courtside, and Ronny Turioff was going through the Lakers warm-up line, and he came over to myself and the camera guy. We were eating cantaloupe from the hospitality room, and Ronny Turioff, during warm-ups, came over and ate cantaloupe with us.
He did?
He did. And then...
And then what happened?
And then the Lakers lost.
Bingo!
Where are we going? Oh, soccer. Fury. Soccer. Tommy Lasorda. So we're going in the soccer direction right now.
Oh, okay.
Big game. Battle for Middle-earth. I mean, this is like Gandalf at the end of Lord of the Rings Part 1 in that big, crazy fire monster thing. And he had to...
Sauron?
No, not him. It was that guy who was inside the...
Oh, that's
It was
right.
like... the mines of Moria, where the dwarves live, but it was abandoned because it was full of like goblins and what are the other bad guys? The orcs.
Orcs.
That guy.
Yeah.
It was just like that. But this is gonna be a battle for Middle Earth, winner take all, and it's gonna be Riverside Poly against Arlington. Jeff, do you have the CIS Southern Section ranking still up?
I don't have them in soccer, but
what? No, yes, you do. Go back to the original email. There's soccer rankings because I think Arlington was 5 and Poly was 7 in Division 2. So two of the top teams in the Inland Empire going head-to-head tomorrow. Winner will likely capture the Inland Valley League Championship. And the IVL, widely considered as one of the toughest soccer leagues in the entire IE. I'd put the CBL up there. San Andreas is pretty good at soccer too. Southwestern League. There's some really good soccer around here. But whoever wins the Inland Valley League, that's really saying something. The Rancho Verdes has some really good teams too.
I have Division 2 Riverside Poly at 7, Arlington 5th, and don't sleep.
Don't sleep
on the Braves of Norte Vista at number 9 in Division 2.
Oh, Novi's at 9?
Yes, and Centennial at 10.
Ooh.
Yeah, I'm telling you, Novi's going to win it all.
Man, the 9-5-1 all over Division 2. I love it.
Yes.
So the last time Arlington and Poly played a couple weeks ago in league play, Jeff, it was a 0-0 draw.
Come on.
And you know what the goalie said, just like Gandalf would say if they're trying to score a goal, right?
What would he say?
You know what the goalies would say?
What would he say?
Gandalf the Grey, just like the goalies. No goal, 0-0 draw the first time around.
Okay, so if that happens again and they have a draw, what is it, just a draw?
It's just a draw, man. When you get to playoffs, you actually have to have a winner.
That is so dumb. They should do it like in football. In football, they ask the coaches before the game, preseason, if they tie.
Do you want to go to overtime?
Why don't they do the same thing with soccer?
They should. And you know what? Here's the other thing. I'm a soccer guy. I played a lot of soccer. What bothers me is the shootout. I scored a lot of goals on penalty kicks, so I do like the penalty shot.
Yeah.
But I want soccer to be like NHL playoff hockey. I want a real live goal to win the match. So if you have to play all night long for 7-8 hours, do it. I want to see a real goal, like 100% full-blown real goal. No penalty kick shootout. I'm not into that.
Yeah, I would have a hard time with that, being that I've other sports.
Where they do a little bit more scoring.
Yeah, I mean something. I could not watch a soccer game and have it be a tie. It's like, okay, let's go get an ice cream together. We tied. That's just silly.
Get your orange slices, your Capri Sun. Everyone's happy.
I played soccer one year.
You did?
I did.
Were you like the all-city player of the year?
I scored a lot, but it was called ice cream soccer. It was a city league.
What?
Yeah, it was like I think I was like in 3rd or 4th grade, and I just got bored. I did score a lot though. I remember playing at like Hunt Park and scoring all those times, and then afterwards going, and they gave me an ice cream. It was called ice cream soccer. I'm not kidding around. It was in a park and rec, and I did score a lot, but I just didn't get it. I don't know. I didn't have fun. It wasn't as much fun as playing flag football.
Yeah.
Flag football at Nichols Park.
I don't even know who you are.
I love ice cream, but man, it was tough. But I just couldn't watch.
That's why you like the Fury, because they score a lot more goals, right?
Yeah, and they don't have ties. They don't have ties in arena football or arena.
No, they go to overtime.
Okay, see, that's
the indoor war.
See, I like that. That's cool.
Well, Arlington Poly will play tomorrow. The winner will emerge as the likely Inland Valley League champion. Again, they tied 0-0 the first time through. Jeff, you got...
I was going to say...
my surprise over there.
Yeah, I was just thinking about it, because I do know some of the players.
Think about it.
You got the German twins, right?
That's right, the Mendel twins.
Mendels.
Yeah, they're really good.
And they didn't score last time?
Guess not, 0-0. Arlington's good.
Now, are they, what do you call it, when they come over just to go to school here?
Foreign exchange students?
Foreign exchange students?
Not sure. I thought Dennis Pope.
I want to ask the Popesters.
Pope or Pope? I don't know.
If they're foreign exchange students and they don't score, you know what you do with them?
Send them back?
You send them right back to Germany.
That's what my dad said.
Yeah?
To me.
Send you back?
Yeah, no, well...
I don't know where they can send you.
No, it was... So, in my league, the big bad team, the team that everyone had to beat was Foothill. In my senior year, we finished in 2nd place, but I thought it was the year where we were going to beat Foothill, like really give them a run for their money. And I remember we lost on our home field. I remember my dad said, after the match, he told me, it's like, man, if I were you, I'd change your name and move to another country. That's what he told me. Yes.
Wow.
Yeah, because I'm supposed to be like the star guy, like trying to lead my team, get over that hump against the Foothill Cougars, the big red machine, and we lost. But we made it to the CIF semifinals, and Foothill did not. They lost in the quarters.
Do you have daddy issues when he tells you that?
No, it's pretty funny. I want to use that on my kids, but I got girls, and I couldn't say that to them. They'd start crying.
I'd say it to my boys. They'd start crying, too.
Change your name, move to another country. That was embarrassing.
I might tell you that from now on, see if I can make you cry.
If we have a bad show, are you going to tell me that?
Yeah, I might tell you right now.
Pep, you were really bad today. I would...
Change my name and get the hell out of here.
Yeah, that's right.
There you go.
So Poly Arlington tomorrow in the Inland Valley League. Again, the first time it was a 0-0 draw. Intern Cullen Holt will be covering the game live for Inland Sports. He will provide live updates tomorrow on the show.
Ooh, it should be good.
It's going to be, again, a battle for Middle-earth. And the first time around, the goalies, just like Gandalf the Grey from Lord of the Rings. We are going to use that drop over and over and over.
I love it.
I love it, too. But, yeah, so speaking of Arlington's great season, it's now time to unveil our Marines Recruiting Station Riverside Athlete of the Week.
A soccer player?
Big time. Not just a soccer player, Jeff. This guy is going to become a household name. It's the great Lalo Rodriguez.
Lalo?
You know your boy Lalo.
If he had an O in front of his name would be a palindrome. It would be Olalo, and Olalo backwards, too.
That's right.
There you go. Sorry.
Very astute of you, Jeff.
Yeah, there you go. Palindrome.
Big-time player. He's got 18 goals, 13 assists on the season, and again, helping Arlington to that number 5 ranking in the CIF Southern Section Division II poll. Lalo is a big-time goal scorer for head coach Kevin Watson, and they're going to need him to step up tomorrow against Riverside Poly because, again, Jeff doesn't like the 0-0 draws. We need Lalo to come up big tomorrow.
Oh, Lalo.
Oh, Lalo.
Bingo.
Congratulations to Arlington forward, or Striker as they like to call him. Yeah. Striker, that's from Lord of the Rings too.
Striker!
Right?
Yes.
No, is it Strider?
Oh, it's Strider.
It's Strider. It was close.
That's right. It's close enough.
Lalo Rodriguez, Arlington High School, the Marines Recruiting Station Riverside Athlete of the Week. Well-deserving. Coming off a big win, and again, just a big season overall. Again, 18 goals and 13 assists. My numbers were never even close to that in high school.
That's a lot of goals.
That's a lot of goals. Especially when you're having 0-0 draws. 18 goals on a season is a lot.
Hey, did you see that Beckham bought a team today in the MLS?
Did he?
They gave him a franchise.
Where at? What city?
I want to say somewhere in Florida.
Is he making that up?
No, I'm telling you, man, I'm a bastion of knowledge.
So if I Google that right now.
A cornucopia, a veritable plethora of knowledge. Yes, Beckham bought a team today. They gave him an okay.
Because I know he was heavily involved with Major League Soccer and MLS. And
he bought a team
as
today.
An ambassador, right, for the sport of soccer here in the United States.
Miami.
Let's see. Oh, yeah.
Don't ever question the Big Jeezy.
MLS finally announces David Beckham's expansion team in Miami.
It ain't easy being Jeezy. I know my soccer. I know it.
Hello, okay. Well,
and Landon Donovan's made a comeback.
Did he play yet?
No, I don't know, but I know he's
that whole thing when Landon Donovan, the pride of Redlands. I'm not gonna say Redlands High School or Rev because he was at both, but the pride of Redlands, the city of Redlands. So he signed a pro contract with a team in Mexico, but there's something fishy about it. There was something weird, like he signed, but like maybe he's not actually gonna play. You know what I mean? Like I don't know. There's something that doesn't add up.
He will only play once a month during a waxing crescent of the moon.
Oh, Gandalf the Grey, you slay me. Let's see. Landon Donovan. He signed with they list him as an attacking midfielder for Club Leon.
Yes.
Liga MX. That's the top tier professional league in Mexico. But I don't know. Something just doesn't add up. So, anyways. But he's back. Landon Donovan's back.
So you got Donovan, you got Beckham.
Oh, hey, we're getting the band back together.
I love Posh Spice. She was so smoking hot.
She got better looking as she got older.
Who's your favorite Spice Girl?
Gosh, man, I don't really remember them.
Ginger Spice.
Yeah,
Ginger?
I think Ginger. Was she the redhead?
Nah, man.
Yeah.
I like Mel B.
You like scary.
I like that hair, man.
She's on what
she is
America's Got
hot.
Talent.
Yes, but she is smoking hot. I'm telling you, man.
She is pretty good looking.
She's got a pretty nice figure on her. The Spice Girl. She's really spicy. Yeah, sister wives. I pull her into the fold. I bet my wife would allow me to pull her into the fold. She's single.
Is she?
Yeah. I'm allowed to get an extra wife. We've discussed this on the show. We're going to bring one into the fold because we really don't want to clean our house anymore.
So instead of a maid,
you'll
just get another wife.
Another wife, and she's got to be really pretty.
Taxes.
Tax write-off.
Smedberg said that I could go out and try to find
a smelly Smedberg.
Smedberg said we could get another wife. So yes, that's why I watch Sister Wives. I'm going to get the groove. I'm going to figure this whole thing out. We're going to figure out the logistics. If Menifee will allow the Sister Wives, I'm going to get a compound. It's going to be fantastic.
Is your wife listening right now?
Yeah, probably. But I think she's
going to lock the door when you come home, change the locks.
Are you kidding me? If I brought home Scary Spice, she might be okay with that.
If you don't say you love the Dodgers, you might not get into heaven.
Bingo!
You're not going to heaven, Jeff.
No, probably not.
When we come back, Justin Norman's going to defend his good name.
There's nothing good about his name.
That Jeff has just drugged through.
You did too.
The quagmire
you did too.
Of insults.
You did too.
I did?
Yeah, you got him last week.
I do have my Hillcrest shirt on.
Yeah.
That's not a good look. We'll be right back. It's the one and only Inland Sports Show on Fox Sports IE 1350 AM.
Do you think people will vote for me?
Heck yes. I'd vote for you.
Like, what are my skills?
Well, you have a sweet bike, and you're really good at hooking up with chicks. Plus, you're like the only guy at school who has a mustache.
That's true.
Inland Empire sports fans turn to the Inland Sports Show.
So you talk to the radio?
On Fox Sports IE 1350 for breaking news, exclusive interviews, and big-name guests in the IE.
When you join the
I played once upon a time at Centennial High School. I was actually on the first ever CIF championship team back in 2000, and then my senior year we won it again. I'd say that's my passion because I've done it. You know, I know exactly where these athletes are at. I know what their mindset is right now. I know how hard it is to, number one, find a performance coach who can take you to the next level. What sets us apart has to be, how we work with our athletes and what we know. We can take an athlete and help them reach their athletic potential, help them, prevent injuries, help get them stronger. I know every single athlete who steps into this gym. I know exactly where they're at, and I'm going to progress them every week. If you're not getting results, then, what's it about? We're going to deliver something that's measurable, in terms of speed, power, strength, agility.
We focus on the customer here. Believe it or not, that is the biggest thing for customers on an oil change. They just want the convenience of coming in, driving in, getting it done, and driving out. We just greet them, get them going, and they're done in about 10 minutes or so. We don't push any sales on them. We do the oil change, and I think that's what sets us apart is our customer service. Vacuumed and cleaned your windshield for you as well. Everything's looking pretty good. You come into us one time, believe me, we'll spoil you and you'll be ready to come back the next time.
By request, this one goes out to Justin Norman. Yeah! Welcome back to the one and only Inland Sports Show on Fox Sports IE 1350 AM. We're proudly brought to you by our good friends at Spoiled, quick quality oil change, Kin Sporting Goods, Boost Performance Training, and Catalano Motors in Corona. We go straight to the front of the line on the Spoiled quick quality oil change celebrity hotline. It's the head coach of the La Sierra Eagles, the great Justin Norman, to defend his good name.
He has a good name?
Hello, Coach. How are you?
I'm doing great, but can you guys please, when you're talking about me, can you say that I'm the all-time leading scorer of the area of all time, like you guys said last week?
That's a real stat. Wait, hold on. Let me do the introduction again, right?
All right, here we go.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Okay, let's start over. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Hey, welcome back to the Inland Sports Show. Now joining us on the Spoiled Celebrity Hotline, he is the all-time leading scorer in the history of any level of basketball in Riverside County, 5-time River Valley League champion, and just an all-around good guy, the great Justin Norman. Welcome to the show, Coach.
Wow, you guys really know how to make a guy feel great. I mean, you guys are really good people.
Well, I am. Jeff was saying some pretty bad things
Hey,
last week.
it wasn't just me, my friend. It was an entire group of people. Everybody in the studio was like, "Hey, are they really in? What place are those guys in?" I said, "I think they're in second," and they went, "I don't think so. I think they're in something." I said, "Third," and I don't know. Fourth? Oh yes, they're in fourth place. How does it feel to be one of the regular guys, Coach Norman?
How's it feel to be Jeff Gorham?
Well, you know, with friends like you guys, I mean, who needs enemies?
Yeah.
So it's you know, it's kind of tough to be in this spot, but you know, we keep working. It doesn't really matter what place we are now. It's not where you start; it's where you finish. So we still got a chance to finish up second, third, maybe fourth if we stay in the Gorham status.
So how is it going on down at La Sierra, Justin? We like to give you a hard time, but how are you guys doing over there?
Well, we are continuing to work. We're still trying to get healthy. We've had a tough season all year with concussions, as a matter of fact, and just weird things have happened this year. So we haven't really been at full strength almost all year in terms of maybe 4 out of the 20-some games we played. So it's been tough on us, but you know, we can't really dwell on what's happened. We just got to keep working, keep you know, pounding it in and trying to get as good as we can and try to make a run at the playoffs and see what we can do.
So, Coach, what division are you for the playoffs?
We are 3A this year. We actually moved down a division somehow.
So that is that Notre Dame? I think Notre Dame's number 1 in that division. Does that sound right, Jeff? We just looked at the rankings.
Yeah, we got Notre Dame. We got Marietta Mesa. Citrus Hill, I believe, is like 16 or 15 or something like that. Some local schools in there.
So, Coach, already at this point in the season, are you starting to look ahead and maybe trying to do some math in your own head in terms of who might be getting in and how many more wins you might need to finish high enough to get into the playoffs?
Well, you know, I've been trying to do some math, but with all the repeated head punches I've been taking from you guys the last 2 days, my thinking's not quite. You know, I did talk about concussions to my players, but I think I've gotten a couple from your guys' show.
That was Jeff.
And it's been rough.
Yeah, that was Jeff.
I had people actually go, "I hope you're friends with that guy." I'm like, "Yeah, I kind of know him. He's okay. He's all right."
Yeah, we were friends.
We were.
We've got Justin Norman on, the head coach of the La Sierra Eagles here. And again, in a battle right now to finish high enough to make the playoffs. This was a pretty strong season for River Valley League basketball, Coach, especially with the emergence of Hillcrest. Going into the season, did you know it was going to be this tough to try to win 6 in a row?
Yeah, I think I told you guys earlier the last time I was on that every year it's gotten tougher and tougher to kind of defend the title. And this year I knew Hillcrest was going to be. It's going to be really good. They got a couple good guys or a couple good players on their team that are just really tough. And you know, the big guy in the middle, Victor, he really changes a lot of stuff. He did last year for us. He changed a lot of shots in I think it was the second game we played. And you know, I don't know. He's come into his own, and he's a really good player, really good kid. It seems like, and you know, he just worked his butt off in terms of getting better at every facet of the game. I mean, with the length and athleticism that he has, he's really tough, especially if they keep him in the middle, like they did for the most part against us.
Well, Justin, we're going to have to we have breaking news here. Maybe you want to know this.
Wait, really?
Big breaking news here in the world of sports in the NBA.
Really?
Clippers have traded Blake Griffin to the Pistons.
What?
Really?
Yes.
Who else was involved in the trade? What did they send?
Let's see. Does not say who yet. Let me see. I will do.
Let's get one of our producers on the ball over here.
A blockbuster deal to send him.
Holy smokes!
To the Pistons.
Blake Griffin to the Pistons. Coach Norman, are you a Clipper fan at all?
I am not, but if you would have called me earlier, I would have given you that news straight from a good friend of mine I played with college. He's Brian Wright. He's one of the assistant general managers for the Pistons, and I knew that like an hour or two ago, man.
Did you?
Get out of here. Bingo! No, I have the Clippers are going to receive Tobias Harris, Avery Bradley, the maligned ex-Celtic, and Boban Marjanovic for second-round pick. The Clippers are getting Bryce Johnson and Willie Reed. Wow.
Nice.
Is it nice? Like, I don't know. Are the Clippers just kind of folding up the fort?
The Clippers have folded up the tent. It looks like they're going to try to go hard here in the offseason to sign a big
Kawhi Leonard.
Kawhi Leonard or LeBron James. Yeah. Wow.
Yeah, I don't know. I never really liked Blake Griffin on the Clippers anyways. I think he whines too much. So I think he's I think it's good that he's out of town.
Throw a salvo at those guys. We're Laker fans.
On his way out, on his flight to Detroit.
Yeah, Justin Norman is a huge Laker fanatic like I am.
Oh, are you, Coach?
And a big Angel fan, too.
So, hey, Coach Norman, let me ask you this. So Jeff over here firmly believes, and this maybe even strengthens his case with Blake Griffin being traded here, that the Lakers will make the playoffs before the Clippers. Maybe even this season.
Wow.
That's a hefty one.
That's a bold statement, Jeff. I would love to believe you, and my fanatic part says yes, I believe you, but I'm not willing to go on air and put my name out there like that.
If they get Kawhi Leonard, here in a trade, I'm picking them to make the playoffs.
The Lakers.
Who's that? The Lakers?
Yes.
Who are they going to trade for?
Everyone. I don't care. You just get all that cap space.
You got to give up something to get something. They got nobody.
Give up Ingram. You give up Randall. You give up Larry Nance Jr. You keep Kuzma and whatever his name, Ball, one of the Balls, and then you.
I would give up Clarkson.
Yeah,
Randall, and
fancy
anybody.
Nance.
Oh, not really anybody else, but a few others maybe. Maybe Nance too. I'd give up Nance.
Yeah, could you? Okay, would you be happy if you had Kawhi Leonard, Paul George, and LeBron James?
I don't really want LeBron.
A lot of people don't want LeBron.
Yeah. He's, I would love Kawhi Leonard, Paul George. I would have taken Boogie, but he just tore his Achilles, I believe. Right?
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, but he doesn't win anywhere. He doesn't win anywhere. He was with the Sacramento Kings,
right?
Yeah, but he was playing for the Sacramento Kings. They were rotten there, and then with the
Nobody
Pelicans,
wins on the Kings.
He threw a salvo at you.
You guys are ganging up on me.
Man, that's Pep's team.
Hey.
Back off
Pep,
my
that
Kings.
was for that shirt that you got on.
Hey, I wore my La Sierra, I think it was 2013, 2014 River Valley League champion shirt the other day for you.
He wore the Hillcrest.
You weren't on the air with it.
Yeah, no, he wore the Hillcrest shirt just to bother you. He told me that.
Tell him I'm sending the fourth place shirt as soon as they come off the presses.
No, you know what? Jeff and I were going to ask you that. Are you really going to go to Ken's Sporting Goods and make that happen?
Well, I'd like to see the season end before I make the shirts. I mean, in the past when I was coaching against Jeff, I would just make the shirts after I played them twice.
Hey, we were 1 quarter away from tying you until our buddy Mark Gard beat me. Do you remember that? Do you remember me calling you after that game and I go, man, our buddy just beat me. I was going to tie you. I would have had a shirt. I'd have been one of the 5 shirts. Hey, do your other shirts talk to each other? Are they sad they're not going to have a friend this year?
Yeah, and you said they were in the drawer. They're in the closet, man. They're maybe even on the wall sometimes. So
they're hung up?
Yeah, it's like a shrine,
But you probably have multiple shirts of. You probably have like, this is my 5th one. I'll wear this to go mow the lawn, and you have like 6 of them. You do, don't you?
I have a few, but I don't mow the lawn.
Does your wife? Does Megan have a few shirts too that she just wears around the house?
Sacrilegious.
Does Megan wear them around the house too?
No, I don't let her wear them. She wasn't a part of them.
She didn't earn them, Jeff. Come on.
Yeah, Justin, your kids are doing well. I've noticed that they're causing problems with your half times over at La Sierra games.
Yeah, last time you guys talked about them, I had to let them hear the thing. I said, see, everybody knows you guys are crazy. They're shaped up.
They're on Fox Sports IE. You guys are nuts.
They're like Gorham kids. They're out of control over there.
Yeah. No, I totally agree. And I appreciate the parenting help you guys gave me.
We're here to help.
That was you. That was your inner voice talking last time we talked about you, buddy.
Hey, Coach,
that was me?
One more thing, Coach Norman, because we're trying to find out if we can come up with a concrete number of how many points you scored. Is there any way we could go back to like middle school or junior high and find out
or
how many
even
points?
Sooner.
Yeah, like how many points you scored? Because Jeff firmly believes that you are the all-time leading scorer in Riverside County history.
Yes, all together.
Well, back in my Riley Gym days back in Norco, I'd probably scored about 1 million there.
Okay, we'll start with 1 million.
Each year I averaged about, 50 a game, I think. So it's, give or take 1 million or two, probably.
Yeah, and $1 million or two.
And I think
that's about right. That sounds about right.
But we've talked about this. You've played. We figured out you've logged more minutes in college than anybody in this area. Because I don't think
that was a conversation me and you had, Jeff. I think we may be correct on that because I did play a lot of minutes at La Sierra, and I did play it for 4.5 years. So.
Yeah, and you played every single minute, basically. So we're just going to combine that. And the division, you guys played like 40 games a year. You guys were in some silly division. So I think you do hold the record for most points, most minutes, and most games of anybody in history.
Well, as a 36-year-old man, my body really feels like I've played the most minutes. I don't know if I scored the most points.
Well, you should get a shirt. You should get a shirt that says that.
I am the greatest. I am Riverside County's greatest.
Well, you guys are tight with Ken. Can you put in a good word for me? So
we
I get a
will.
discount?
Yeah,
I'm sure they're working on it right now as we speak.
I'll get you a monogrammed cup.
And not the kind you drink out of.
Nope. Well, you can drink out of it.
That's funny.
I've seen him drink out of worse.
Coach Norman, you're the best. Best of luck the rest of the way, and we will get to the bottom of this. How many minutes, games, and points you've scored? We're going to put Jeff on it.
Hey, check my second grade year. I was really good that year. I had a good season. So make sure you double check on that one.
Well, hey, enjoy mediocrity, buddy. It fits you well, baby.
Hey, it always looks good, huh? Thanks for having me, guys. I'll talk to you guys later.
All right, thanks, Coach Norman. We appreciate it. That's Justin Norman, head coach of the La Sierra Eagles, fighting for basically a runner-up right now, the River Valley League.
Yeah, nobody's beating Hillcrest, and gosh, it really must be tough being him right now, being a champion for so long. He's going to learn to be humble. He has to.
Speaking of humble, you know who's the most humble guy I know?
Who?
Larry Ball.
Larry Ball, he's back in the news.
When we come back here on the Inland Sports Show, LeVar Ball makes his head coaching debut in Lithuania, and of course, everything he has to say is filled with modesty and just the most humble guy you will ever hear from.
I have a quote from him, too.
You do?
I do.
All right, we're going to get into LeVar Ball and the Ball brothers in Lithuania when we come back. Big baller style.
Yes.
It's the Inland Sports Show on Fox Sports IE 1350 AM.
lesson at all.
We're back to the Inland Sports Show. Here are your hosts, Pep Fernandez and Jeff Gorham.
We're getting you through a Monday here on the Inland Sports Show, Fox Sports IE, 1350 a.m. The coffee is kicking in. I'm feeling good after a long weekend. I did Calico Ghost Town.
You did?
Yeah, it's awesome. I love it up there. It was a lot of fun. Then we went to Ridgecrest with a big gymnastics meet where my daughter Ellie took home first place.
Woohoo!
Next stop, the Olympics. Well, what?
Hey, is that the Seven Dwarfs song?
Whistle while you
work. It is, isn't it? Hey, I have a joke.
Wait, hold on. Speaking of jokes.
I have a joke because it equates to the Seven Dwarfs.
Wait, real quick, before you get to the Seven Dwarfs, speaking of jokes, and Jeff's really, the funniest man alive, as it's been well established on the show. So I'm driving back from Ridgecrest, sobbing over the UC Riverside basketball loss. That's a long drive on the 395, heartbroken. And I said, hey, well, the only good news is my daughter Ellie got her first place medal at gymnastics. And Jeff's reply was, at least there's one athlete in the family.
Hey! Hi-ho! Hi-ho!
I know it's hard to believe. I was a pretty good athlete in high school. I know it was a long time ago, and you don't believe it.
Well,
I was no Jeff Gorham or Justin Norman, but I was pretty good.
Yeah, soccer. Yeah, okay. Hey.
Yes, funny guy.
All of the Seven Dwarfs were marching through the forest one day, and they fell in a deep, dark ravine.
Ooh.
Snow White, who was following behind, peered over the edge of the steep chasm and called out to her fallen comrades.
Yeah.
From the depths of the dark hole, a voice returned.
Mm-hmm.
The Detroit Lions are Super Bowl contenders.
Huh?
Snow White thought to herself, thank God at least Dopey has survived. I just threw Detroit under the bus, but Detroit's
winning. Hashtag winning.
Yeah, winning.
Breaking news, Jeff. Let's go straight to the Inland Sports Update Desk once again. If you didn't hear it in our last segment, breaking news with the Clippers.
The Clippers have agreed to trade All-Star Blake Griffin to the Detroit Pistons, league sources have told everybody. The Clippers will receive Tobias Harris, Avery Bradley, and Boban Marjanovic for a first and second round pick, league sources said. And the Clippers are also sending Bryce Johnson and Willie Reed to the Detroit Pistons, along Griffin, sources said.
So is this a rebuild? Are the Clippers officially in rebuild mode?
I don't know what they're in. Who's going to go play for those guys? If DeAndre Jordan's the only guy, and
Williams.
Well, they also have the guy that what's the guy's name from Seinfeld? Milos. They have Milos Tadenovic or whatever his name is. He's pretty good, but man, they don't have anybody to throw it to anymore. Just Lou Williams. And you know who could really solve the problem?
Who's that?
Larry Ball. I bet he could solve the problem of the Clippers' woes.
You think he could fix that?
He's fixing all the problems in Lithuania. Like I said, he's bringing the lit back in Lithuania.
Where's Detroit in the playoff race? Let's look that up. I'm curious where the Pistons. I don't think they're in the top 8 right now in the East. Do you?
Let's see if our fact checker is letting us know. I'm sure Tim Hatch is going crazy.
Oh, he's a Pistons fan.
He loves the Pistons.
He might be listening. Tim Hatch, if you're listening, feel free to call in because. Oh my gosh! Was it really that? I didn't even say Tim Hatch. They're
the ninth spot, so they're making a push.
They're going for the playoffs. Let's go ahead and just assume this is Tim Hatch. Is this Tim Hatch?
Yes, it is.
Oh! The biggest Detroit Pistons fan that we know and local basketball legend. Are you fired up to get Blake Griffin?
Yes. Absolutely.
Because let's think about it. I think the Clippers are number 9 in the West, right? And the Pistons are number 9 in the East. So the Pistons obviously are going all in, and the Clippers are backing out, saying, you know what, we're going to rebuild and we're going to try for another year. So, Tim, is this the year? Is Detroit a playoff team now?
Yes!
Bingo!
Blake Griffin makes a difference. Hey, is Andre Drummond, Blake Griffin down on the line down there? Woo! Heck yeah!
That's a pretty good front court. Who's in the back court? Because honestly, I don't even know who's the starting back court for the Pistons.
Bryce Johnson and Willie Reed.
The guys who traded?
They actually their whole backcourt. Avery Bradley, Tobias Harris were starting for him because Reggie Jackson, their $90 million man, is out with a really badly sprained ankle, returning in about 2 weeks. But Ish Smith sure can make a difference.
Whatever. Bingo! Tobias Harris. Hey, how about Boban Marjanovic? Is he any good?
7'3" guy that they snatched from the clutches of San Antonio.
Oh, yeah, he's really ugly. I remember that guy.
He looks like Gorham with hair. So
Gorham with hair.
Bingo.
He's an offensive guy, but the problem is he has to match up with somebody defensively, and with all these spread offenses, he can't guard anybody.
So he's a lot like Jeff Gorham.
He's a beautiful wife named Smedberg, too.
Yeah, Smedberg got in there. So I bet this was made your day. I sent you a text. You didn't believe me, did you?
No.
Guess what?
No.
We're playing a prank on you.
No, you're not.
Blake.
You checked it out, didn't you?
I did. So the Pistons get draft picks, or they gave draft picks?
They are going to. The Clippers receive. So yeah, the Pistons gave up a first and second round draft pick.
It doesn't matter. They got Blake Griffin. Oh my God. My heart's exploding. Okay. All right. Well, anyway, I heard you say I bet he's listening. I dialed as fast as I could.
You know what's reminds me of when the Lakers got Dwight Howard. You know?
Oh yeah, Dwight Howard. That worked out for him.
Excited and then,
Dwight Howard. Dwight Howard.
Close. Not even close.
Well, Tim, you're gonna be in studio tomorrow. I bet you'll be very excited. You gonna wear your Detroit Pistons shirt?
I am. I was just gonna tell you.
He is fired up. All these Clipper fans in Southern California and Inland Empire are like, "Oh man, Blake Griffin, we're losing him." And Tim's that one guy.
What?
All right. Take care.
I'm out, Jerry.
See you later.
Adios.
Bye,
Tim Hatch. Biggest Detroit Pistons fan in the Inland Empire.
It couldn't have been anyone. It couldn't have been traded to Atlanta or somewhere. It had to be Tim Hatch's team.
I'm like, maybe we'll hear from Tim. And I look down and the hotline's blowing up. Maybe we'll hear. Jeez, there he is. Biggest Pistons fan we know.
Oh, man. They're still going to lose.
Yeah,
they're in Detroit. I've been there. Woo.
But it's curious that the Clippers are number 9 in the West.
Yeah.
The Pistons are number 9 in the East. Both are on the cusp. They're knocking on the door of the playoffs. But two completely opposite approaches. The Clippers are saying, okay, you know what? We're going to get rid of our he's the face of the franchise. I mean, DeAndre Jordan's good, but like, come on.
Yeah.
He's not on Kia commercials and all that other nonsense.
He doesn't date a Jenner.
Is Blake Griffin dating a
Yes. Hey.
He is?
Can I just tell you, one of my former basketball players is her bodyguard.
Really?
He is her body. We should get him to call in.
Would he?
I think he might.
Did he text him?
He has a movie that comes out about his life, too.
He has a movie about his life as the bodyguard?
No, you ding-dong.
Blake Griffin?
No, he was a war hero, and there's a movie about him coming out.
So he was a war hero before?
Yes, before he was a Jenner, the cute Jenner's bodyguard. But yeah, he works with Blake Griffin, or he did. I don't know if he still is.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
The Kardashians are going to Motown.
Yeah, maybe I can get him to call in.
Could you do it?
Yeah, he will call in. I know he will. I know it maybe tomorrow. Well, I'm in here.
Whoa. Going behind. Wait, which Jenner is it? Because I don't know the Kardashians.
I don't know either. Bruce. Is it? Wait, is it Bruce? The hot Jenner. Zing-a-ling, ding-ding. Bing, bing, bing.
Oh,
the
man.
hot Jenner, Caitlin. Yeah.
You guys are awful. Who, Kendall?
Kendall
Jenner.
Kendall Jenner.
Gandalf. Thank you, Gandalf.
I can't wait. I'm going to get him to call in. I'm going to find out if he is allowed to
get
talk
the
about
real juicy backstory, the real news.
Yeah, if I tell him I'm going to pump up his movie, he might do it.
Yeah. Tell him he can plug the movie.
Johnny, can I say his name?
Yeah.
Johnny Porsche.
Do it.
Do it.
Do it.
Do it.
Yeah.
Johnny Porsche, he played basketball for me at La Sierra, and then when
So he's a Riverside guy.
He's a Riverside guy. Yeah. He was a cop here locally, and now he's just a resident badass. He is.
And a war hero.
And a war hero to boot, as they say up north.
So he's the I.E. Chuck Norris.
He's Chuck Norris. He's bald, so you can't grab his hair to fight him either. That's how I fight. I'd throw sand in his face and then kick him and run. He's a tough guy, though. I'm going to get him to call in.
You know what the Clipper fans, what they were saying when they heard the Blake Griffin news, right?
What were they saying, Pep?
Here's what they were saying. Hold on, one more time. Your boy, Ralph Lawler.
Oh, that's
the voice of the Clippers.
Maybe not anymore. Bingo! Maybe not. Maybe he's going to leave. Send Ralph Lawler packing. They traded for Ralph Lawler, too.
Wouldn't that be funny if they traded an announcer?
Yeah. You traded Tobias Harris, Avery Bradley, and Boban for Blake Griffin and bingo!
Ralph Lawler.
Yeah. Well, they could trade the other guy, his partner, the guy that was played for the Spurs and Cal State Fullerton. Where's the bow tie?
Maggette?
No.
Corey Maggette?
No. He played for
Bruce
Duke.
Bowen.
Bruce Bowen.
Defensive stopper.
Yeah, whatever. He's the voice now of the Clippers.
Oh, I didn't know that. I don't watch a lot of Clipper.
I don't either.
Clipper basketball.
But I knew that. I definitely knew that.
Well, listen, here's the deal. Before we had all this breaking news between the Clippers and the Pistons and the big trade of Blake Griffin to Detroit, we were going to talk about LeVar Ball. We're going to have to hold that to the next segment because LeVar Ball made his head coaching debut. And it was wonderful. He talked to the media. It was a very big deal.
What? Hey, one more before we go.
Uh-oh.
Hey, what do you call a genius sitting in a Raiders section?
A genius sitting in a Raiders section?
Yeah, if he's at the stadium.
Out of place.
Nope, a visitor.
Oh! Greg down here, the Raider fan shaking his head.
What a jerk. Bingo!
Hey, hold on. You got any more jokes?
I do have one more. Let's see. Hold on. Let me find it. Hold on. Right.
Find another joke.
All right, hold on. That one's not good.
All right.
Okay, here we go. Okay.
All right. Get ready over here, Greg. Go ahead.
Did you hear that the Raiders football team doesn't have a website?
The Raiders football team does not have a website. No, I didn't hear that.
You know why? Because they can't string 3 W's together. Oh, I just do that for
because
Greg.
They can't. I get it. www.
They can't string 3 W's together. Yeah, baby.
All right, you ready to talk about LeVar Ball and the Ball brothers? They're taking over Lithuania.
They are.
The world is next.
Woohoo!
Just too worried about his jokes. We'll be right back. It's the one and only Inland Sports Show on Fox Sports, IE 1350 AM.
I'd say more like 1 out of a million.
So you're telling me there's a chance?
Yeah!
Inland Empire sports fans turn to the Inland Sports Show.
So you talk to the radio?
On Fox Sports IE 1350 for breaking news, exclusive interviews, and big-name guests in the IE.
Howdy, folks. Colonel Sam.
We focus on the customer here. Believe it or not, that is the biggest thing for customers on an oil change. They just want the convenience of coming in, driving in, getting it done, and driving out. We just greet them, get them going, and they're done in about 10 minutes or so. We don't push any sales on them. We do the oil change, and I think that's what sets us apart is our customer service. Vacuumed and cleaned your windshield for you as well. Everything's looking pretty good. You come into us one time, believe me, we'll spoil you and you'll be ready to come back the next time.
We're a small family-owned, strive for quality pre-owned vehicles. We're not a volume dealer, and we take every deal as personal to us. We're a low-stress environment. We're not a pressure sales house. If you want to shop us, you're more than welcome to shop us. We have, like I said, great rates, competitive financing, a lot of one-owner, clean Carfax, clean title vehicles. As you see, we have Carfax everywhere. That's most important to us, to educate our customers before they make a purchase. We're right off of Ontario, right off a couple exits off the 15 freeway, off Cajalco, off El Cerrito, and we're right on the main drag going into Dos Logos and the Crossings. We have great financing, we have great lenders that we're using. We do buy, sell, trade, cash for your car. Whatever we need to do to help accommodate the customer, that's what we're here for. We have a little bit of everything. We start at about $69.95 and go all the way up to $100,000. We have Escalades, we have commuters, we have pickup trucks, we have Jeeps, sport utilities, and if we don't have it, our specialty is finding you exactly what you're looking for.
I'm sorry. We stopped serving breakfast, but we are on the lunch menu now.
But I want breakfast.
Well, you can't have it. We're not serving it.
So you said. Is that the manager?
Yeah.
Could I speak to him, please?
We're back to the Inland Sports Show. Here are your hosts, Pep Fernandez and Jeff Gorham.
Is this a real song?
Yeah.
1986 when the Raiders came back to Los Angeles. Is that right?
Did you see Todd Christensen's perm?
No.
Yeah, keep looking. It's there. Marcus Allen.
Silver and Black Attack is what it's called. Oh, Howie Long. It's going up with his solo, man.
Howie was a good movie star. He made a movie.
Like an autumn wind.
He made a really good movie. It was a good action movie. It was like he was a fireman, and he was like an action.
Was he?
Yeah, it was. Hey, Kono.
I love that song.
Can you look up the Howie Long movie that he made?
The
it was
Raiders.
Fantastic. I'm going to tell you, everybody should watch it when we find out what it is.
They slice through the defense like a skilled surgeon in that autumn wind.
The Raiders. I had some more Raiders jokes, but I'm going to save them.
Save them.
I love Raider jokes.
And you had soccer jokes, right?
Yes, I do have.
I don't know. They're a little iffy. Maybe we should bypass those.
No, this one's good.
You know what? You know what we would say?
Hey,
what?
I have another football one.
Uh-oh.
What's the difference between a Browns fan and a carp? You know, a carp is like those big goldfish.
Like a fish, yeah.
One's a bottom-feeding, scum-sucking, and the other is a fish.
Bingo!
Yeah, I have a great one here. Hold on. One more. If I can find it.
You got one more?
Yeah, it's a good one. It was my favorite.
All right, how about one more?
Dang it, where is it? It's a good one. It's about soccer. It was like...
Are you going to clean it up? One of them you were like, I don't know if I should read this.
No, that's a good one. I can read it.
Okay.
Okay. It's okay.
Then we got to get the LeVar Ball. We got to get him plenty of time.
Why don't midgets play soccer?
Uh-oh.
Do you know why?
I don't. Do I want to know why?
You want to know why?
Yeah.
Because the grass tickles their balls.
Bingo!
God, I've been waiting to say that one all day.
Game winner at the horn.
Oh, man, I've been waiting to say that one all day. I saw that. I wrote it, I should say. And I said, I got to say this on air today. That's the greatest soccer joke ever.
Oh, my goodness gracious.
There we go. Okay, let's go to the balls.
Speaking of, right?
Let's go. That was my segue.
The Ball family.
The Ball family.
The Ball family in Lithuania.
Okay.
Remember, way back when we first heard they were going to go play professional basketball somewhere, we always said LeVar Ball was going to find a club, a team, a situation that he can manipulate and control and do what he wants to do.
He did.
He found it.
He did?
He had to go all the way to Lithuania, but he found it, right?
Yes.
It wasn't one of these high-profile, big-paying clubs in Spain or Israel or Greece. No, it was in the middle of nowhere in Lithuania, but he can control everything he wants, including he's now coaching, like as the head coach.
Whoa. Stop. He's the head basketball coach for the
Vertanis or whatever.
He's the head coach?
And he's even telling the head coach, the real head coach, that he's going to teach him how to coach.
Stop it.
I'm telling you, man, next year, Lonzo Ball, the middle ball, that's Jello. And LeVar Ball, the head coach of the Lakers.
Stop it.
And then he's come out and said that LaMelo, who's 16, so he's got a couple more seasons, can't come to the NBA until he's 19.
Yeah, not till he's 19.
So he's going to stay a couple more years in Lithuania.
Yeah.
But next year, the middle ball, Lonzo Ball, and Larry Ball, head coach.
Yeah.
Taking over L.A.
It could happen, man. You're telling me, right? I mean, all these goofy stories. I'm going to get me some ZO2s. I can't wait to wear them. I'm going to wear them. I'm going to get them. I'm going to wear them all summer.
Honestly, have you guys seen anyone with the big baller shoes?
Nope.
I have not seen one person.
Not one soul. Nope.
They haven't been delivered.
Not one soul. But now he's really the head coach? He's coaching these kids now?
I guess.
So how did he do as the head coach?
I guess he won.
They put up, let's see.
Did they play the little kids again, or did they play the pros?
This was the little kids division.
Okay.
And they put up 140 points.
But it's the little kids.
Yeah, he's playing against little kids. And if you watch the highlights, they never show these kids playing defense, ever. They just show them.
They're all like fast break dunks and wide open jumpers.
Oh, yeah, he's been talking all kinds of. He even threw some shade on Steve Kerr. Did you hear about this?
Yes.
He did. So, yeah, do you want to hear the quote?
What did he say? And then we're going to actually hear from Larry Ball.
I can't wait to hear first. Okay, he said, anybody can be a coach. Look at Steve Kerr. He's the Milli Vanilli of coaching.
What?
Which I mean is, you can go stand at the same spot like Luke Walton did and win 27 games when you got the right horses just running. Sometimes less coaching is the best coaching, but some of these guys like to act like they're really coaching somehow to play. How do you coach KD, Steph Curry, Draymond Green, and Klay Thompson? You know how to coach them? You don't. You turn your back and let them do as they do. As soon as they win a championship, everybody is like, oh, he's a great coach. That team was put together by Mark Jackson, and now he jumped up and trying to take all the credit. That's why I'm calling him Milli Vanilli of coaching.
He called him the Milli Vanilli of coaching?
Yes, and end quote. That's what he said.
So you're telling me that Steve Kerr doesn't know how to coach. Can you imagine if a brilliant basketball mind like Larry Ball took over the Warriors? They'd be like 82-0.
Yes. And they even asked Steve Kerr, and he just laughed. He laughed and said, will not talk about
why
it.
even give this guy the time of day?
There's no point. But what did he say?
As we go straight to our interview with LeVar Ball.
Larry.
Don't give that guy the time of day. All right, let's hear from LeVar.
He's got a nice tie on, though. He looks dapper.
Well, he had a suit on, and he was out there coaching and doing his thing. And
he's lost some weight. I can say this. And somebody's...
Because there's nothing to eat in Lithuania.
Yeah, he's just eating salt.
All right, here's LeVar Ball, head coach of Ventautinus or whatever he's at. But here's LeVar Ball.
My first head coaching experience was the same as I've always been when I coach. I don't lose.
I don't
lose, man. I can be a head coach anytime. This is easy for me. Trust me.
How did you share the responsibilities with Coach Sheffield?
You know how I shared the responsibilities? I told him to go lay down and get him some milk and cookies and relax. Let me do this. He'll be fine. I had to show him back the joy of coaching. And that's what he did a long time ago, man. He's been doing it for a lot of years. And the discipline has been a thing. But as you get older with the social media and everything, Loosen up a little bit. Let the game flow. You don't have to do everything perfect, and it's not possession. It's a game of runs. And that's what he has to understand. And slowly but surely, before I get out of here, I'm going to teach Coach Cesius how to have fun again playing this game and coaching.
What was his reaction?
His reaction is he couldn't believe it. He said, how's LeVar right all the time? I told him numbers don't lie. Whoever get the most shots is usually going to win. You know how many times we shot the ball?
119.
121. You're too off.
Hello?
121 shots at the basket.
Hello?
And we made 60 of them. Nobody can do that. We shot 58 three-pointers. Who does that?
Hello?
Made 21 of them. My thing is, we got nothing but Uzis on the team, and everybody got a lot of bullets.
Hello?
I swear, I want to punch him square in the face.
Oh, man. What have we done to deserve LeVar Ball, man?
I don't know, but he
is
fun.
revolutionizing basketball. Praise the Lord. Finally, someone like LeVar Ball has come and make everyone happy again.
Yeah.
Hey, you know what? He's talking about getting all those, obviously it makes sense. If you shoot more, you're going to score more, right?
Yeah.
But that's what you were doing before LeVar Ball. You are the original LeVar Ball, Jeff.
Yo, bring it on down, baby. I can't wait to coach my kids. I have 3 sons, too.
Oh, you do?
I got Luke. Oh, yeah, I got Luke. I got Johnny. Johnny can't dribble yet, but I'm telling you, he can shoot. And Connor, he plays no defense, but he can shoot the ball. He can shoot the ball. He and my boys are going to be, we're not going to be Lakers. We're not going to be Lakers.
Clippers?
No.
Kings?
No. We're going to be Atlanta Hawks. I'm going to live in Atlanta.
No, you know what? You're right, Jeff. I never thought about that.
Yeah, I got 3.
You could rival LeVar Ball.
Hey, I got the 3 G's,
you
baby.
You got the 3 G's.
The 3 G's.
Big Gorham brand.
Yo, yo, yo. Big Jeezy by Big Ballin'. God, man.
Triple G.
Triple G's in the house. Luke. 1 year old, man. He's already scored a lot of points. Just give him the ball.
He'll be on the Lakers in 18 years.
Oh, no. He'll be on the Lakers next year. He'll be 2. He'll be 2 and playing for the Lakers. Yeah, you know, Luke Walton doesn't know what he's doing. I'm going to take over.
Get your milk. Get your cookies. Relax.
I'm going to take over. You know, I could be the next Laker coach. I could do it. I'm telling you, man. I know my stuff. I'm going to go back to Paul Westhead's run and gun.
You played Magic Johnson, didn't you? Did you play him in a pickup game?
We used to play pickup games all the time. He used to dominate me.
Well, of course. He's Magic Johnson, right?
He outweighed me by like 60 pounds. He was a monster. He really, the best, one of those guys you played in pickup games. He was just as good in pickups as he was in the pros.
So you could call him up and say, hey, Magic.
I'm ready.
On the horizon, we got Big Gorham brand.
Triple G
coming for you. I got 3 sons. They all got serious game.
Yeah.
We're ready for the Lakers.
I'm ready right now.
Forget about the balls.
Gorhams.
It's the Gorhams.
Gorham boys.
3 boys.
3 boys.
And a head coach.
Yeah, the middle one could be kind of a girl. No, he might be a boy. He can shoot a little bit. He's very sensitive. So,
You're very sensitive.
No, I'm not. Don't you talk about me like that.
Don't you talk about me. Don't you hurt my feelings like that.
I'm going to have to go serious Jeff. I don't want to be serious right now.
Serious Jeff.
He'll be here tomorrow. Serious Jeff will be here tomorrow.
We like Serious Jeff.
I don't like Serious Jeff. No one likes Serious Jeff. No one. Wait, what is this?
Serious Jeff. He says he's not emotional, but Jeff is very sensitive, very emotional.
You guys are talking about my children. And can we please leave those little kids out of it?
Triple G.
Only I have to live in this head. This head of Jeff Gorham is filled with nonsense, shenanigans, and a lot of vodka. There's no way my kids are ever going to play professional basketball. Who am I kidding?
The Hawks.
One plays the cello. The other watches Phineas and Ferb. And
the other one might not be yours.
The other one? Yeah, he's...
the curly-haired one.
The curly-haired one, he might not be mine. I hope his real dad is 6'10", and play for the Clippers maybe, or for the Lakers. But living in this head, I just know it. My kid, he has a binky. The other one, he's just into cartoons, and the third one, he's a musical genius. Who am I kidding? My kids are never going to play in the NBA. They're never going to play in the ABA. Ah, hell. I'm going to go home. Okay, the inside of Jeff's head is completely clear now. I'm good. Hey, Pep, how you doing? I'm ready.
Sensitive, emotional Jeff.
No, I'm not sensitive at all. You kidding me? My kids are awesome. Can't play hoops.
Hey, speaking of kids and dads and all that stuff, so Tom Brady, New England Patriots quarterback.
Tom Brady?
I guess he's got like some all-access show or documentary or something going down, Tom versus Time.
Is it on the Facebook?
Is it on the Facebook or is it on the interwebs?
Come
somewhere?
on! News desk.
So anyways, it's debuted, and because Tom Brady's a pretty private guy. He doesn't reveal much about his...
How can he really be private? He's married to Boonchen.
I know, but...
Hey, baby Boonchen. Brady Boonchen.
The Brady Boonchen bunch. So we don't really know a whole lot of his, on the inside, like the house, what he drives, like what he does on a day-to-day basis. But now we're getting that first look.
What?
And this show was showing Tom Brady with his kids and Boonchen.
No.
And I guess there was a radio host in Boston, WEEI, which is a sports talk powerhouse, like the 50,000 blowtorch.
50,000
watt sports blowtorch.
What's our wattage?
It's probably like 10, maybe 15, something like that. But he was on the air. A host on the air in Boston said something about Tom Brady's kids.
Yes,
called him out.
Yeah, I'm going to say the word. It's not bad. It's a pissant.
Yes.
He called her a pissant.
Yeah.
But see, people just think, that's it's an ant on pee. It's really not. It's part of the caste system.
Is it?
Or caste. Caste? It's like the lowest form of human being in a caste system is a pissant.
So you go back to medieval times.
Yes, it's a pissant. It's not a pissant. Pissant. Yeah, it's the lowest form in a caste system if they really wanted to go that route. Because, I knew that. I knew when he said pissant, that's what he meant.
That's what he was trying to say.
Yeah.
I mean, he's taking a lot. I don't even know the guy's name. He's taking a lot of heat, but obviously, all he did was watch the show, and then he made the comments on the air. And Tom Brady does a lot of stuff for this radio station back in Boston, and he came on the air today and said, "Hey, I don't appreciate that, and I don't know if I'm going to be, hanging on your guys' show anymore," and hung up on the air.
No soup for you. No soup for you. So really, he's out. So we've been talking about Mo Brady for weeks.
For
weeks, we've talked about Mo Brady's brother. Does that mean that Tom Brady's not going to do our show anymore?
I don't. Well, we didn't say it, so we're good.
We've
got his back. Talking about Mo Brady's brother.
We talked about Mo Brady. You did a fine story on Mo Brady. Maybe he can come over to our show.
He can do our show because we've had nothing but wonderful things to say about Mo Brady.
I'm going to send him a tweet. I'm going to send him a tweet. I am. I'm going to tweet him up. I'm going to say, look, we talked about Mo Brady.
Every day.
Every day. Why don't you come over to us?
We've probably said Mo Brady on this show every single day.
Mo Brady's getting a lot of run.
Yeah.
And seriously, I'm gonna reach out to Tom and see, Tom and I, we run the same kind of circles.
Yeah, you do.
We could. Bunchin. Brady Bunch. The Brady Bunch.
The Brady Bunch.
I am gonna try to reach out, and I'm gonna try to get Tom Brady on our show.
Do it.
Instead of those guys back east in Boston.
Do it.
Boston. They're what do they say back there?
Wicked.
What's wicked? Crazy.
Wicked.
My brother says wicked now.
Does he? Because he lives in New Hampshire, right?
He lives in New Hampshire.
New Hampshire.
Yeah, he's like 20 minutes from Boston. He's like, it's wicked, man. It's wicked. And I go, dude, you're a Laker fan. You're a Laker fan, man. Don't say wicked.
Is he a Laker fan?
Yes.
He hasn't jumped onto the Celtics bandwagon?
I wouldn't talk to him. I'd punch him square in the face if I ever saw him again. I'd say, I disown you. My brother. Not my brother. Yeah, I would. I'd disown him.
Oh, the Gorham boys. Still throwing punches. Even though they're on opposite coasts.
Yeah.
All right. We come back here on the Inland Sports Show on Fox Sports IE 1350 AM. We will talk more about Super Bowl 52, Mo Brady's brother, and why the Patriots, if they start out a little bit slow in the Super Bowl, it's okay. Plus, breaking news, big time local football news exclusively here on the Inland Sports Show. It's coming up at 5:15. We will break the news. We'll also tweet it out. You don't want to miss it.
He's firing a shot at Riverside. He is. He's firing it to this side from San Bernardino. He's firing it towards us.
It's going to be big time.
Big news.
Don't want to miss it.
Yep.
We'll be back. It's the one and only Inland Sports Show on Fox Sports IE 1350 AM.
If you don't say you love the Dodgers, you might not get into heaven.
Inland Empire sports fans turn to the Inland Sports Show.
So you talk through the radio?
On Fox Sports IE 1350 for breaking news, exclusive interviews, and big-name guests in the IE.
Hey, what's going on? It's Zodiac for the morning.
So how you guys doing? My name is Coach Ray Bass. We're here at the Boost Performance Center today, and here with the one and only Pep Fernandez, and we're going to go over a real basic vertical jump, all right? We're going to teach you guys the technique and its progression. This is a great drill for really any sports, really emphasizes pure power production through the hips, and power is really important for basically any type of athlete, whether you're a football player, track, soccer, basketball. You know, we all want to be powerful, strong athletes. So we're going to go over that today. All right, so first things first, I'm going to have Jacob go ahead and stand with his feet underneath his hips. So you want to have your toes pointed forward. You want your feet to be about hip width, all right? He's going to have his shoulders flexed, all right, in front of his body. So arms up in front. Okay, now, the most important part here is what's called a counter movement. And what that is I'm going to throw my shoulders back into extension, all right? I'm going to flex my hips, all right? So the shoulders are going to be flexed, and the hips are going to, the shoulders are going to be extended and the hips are going to be flexed, all right? And then we follow that up with shoulder flexion and hip extension. It's got to be really fast, all right? So right now, I'm just going to show you the first phase of that. So Jacob, I want you to drop your hips into flexion. I want you to throw your arms back into extension when I say go. Ready? Go. Right there. So come up. That's the most important movement there. So after that, it's the landing, all right? So we want to get as high as we can. As I go up, I want to extend through my hips, through my knees, I want my toes pointed up. And when we land, I'm going to land back into that hip flexion, arms extended, and I want to stick the landing, all right? So we're going to go over it now. So now we're going to actually jump here, Jacob. I want to see that counter movement. Go ahead and walk a little bit closer to the hurdle here. We're going to extend on the way up. As we elevate, extend through the hips and the knees, stick the landing, throw the arms into extension. Here we go. Ready? On you.
Thank God, first of all. I thank the great people that I've got around me that help support me, the people that work for me. As I started, if it wasn't for the people around me, we probably wouldn't be here right now, but I've got a great staff. I've got great people that do stuff for us outside the store, and we've been very, very fortunate. Our service is impeccable, and we just keep trying to get better every year. We can do online stuff for your teams, as well as, like I said, the screen printing, the embroidery. We also have 3 women that do extra sewing for us, like tackle tool on uniforms, or the bling or rhinestones for different shirts for the ladies. That's why we have certain racks just for certain schools, and the fun about that is that it turns into other schools that may come in here that aren't as close, that we can do stuff for them as well. We've had very, very good customers throughout the years, and it's just been a blast.
Adults in their life are more likely to make it. And the difference between a dropout and a graduate could be you. Take the pledge to volunteer now at UnitedWay.org. Brought to you by United Way and the Ad Council.
From the Cold Star Ice Studios, it's Fox Sports IE 1350 AM KUBE Riverside.
And here's something else, Bob. I have 8 different bosses right now.
I beg your pardon?
8 bosses. 8? 8, Bob. So that means that when I make a mistake, I have 8 different people coming by to tell me about it.
We're back to the Inland Sports Show. Here are your hosts, Pep Fernandez and Jeff Gorham.
Hey, welcome back. It's the one and only Inland Sports Show on Fox Sports IE 1350 AM. We're proudly brought to you by Spoiled. Quick quality oil change, Ken Sporting Goods, Boost Performance Training, Catalano Motors in Corona, and King Friday Wasn't it King Friday on Mr. Rogers?
King Friday. Yes,
Yeah.
I was Mr. King Friday. Yes, I like to go get my train. King Friday.
Didn't I just see something today that Tom Hanks was going to play
Whoa,
Mr. Rogers in a new movie?
Dude, you could have been dreaming that
No,
one.
no, no. I'm pretty sure.
Stop it.
I'm going to look up.
He's going to play Fred Rogers? He is?
Mr.
He got thumbs up. Yeah, our fact checker just said yes.
I told you.
I don't want him playing Mr. Rogers. No one needs to play him.
Is it like a documentary or a movie? Or?
You Are My Friend.
Oh.
You Are My Friend. It's a movie.
I loved Fred Rogers. I did. I used to come home every single day. Remember, he'd change his shoes and his sweater,
With his cardigan, like that guy right there.
And then he would feed the fish. And then they go to Make Believe, the world of Make Believe, King Friday. You know they have that show still on though, but it's called something Tigers.
Daniel Tiger's Neighborhood.
Yeah, it's not the same, so I won't watch it.
It's a cartoon and it's a bunch of talking animals and they run around. It's not the same.
They don't feed the fish. They don't feed the neon tetras like. They're neon tetras. That's why I had neon tetras growing up. Fred Rogers had them. They glow in the dark. They're pretty sweet.
And if they're good enough for Mr. Rogers,
they're good enough for the Gorhams.
That's right.
Darn right.
Well, welcome back to the Inland Sports Show on Fox Sports IE, 1350 AM. Super Bowl Sunday is coming up. It's this week. Tomorrow is Media Day where things get really wacky at the Super Bowl. This year it's going to be in Minnesota. And it's going to get real wacky at Media Day because it's funny. You get both ends of the spectrum because on Media Day, it's nuts. They ask all the crazy questions, all the crazy characters come out, and then the teams are like, shut it down. Like there's no access to the teams. They don't talk to the media. They go from one end, just being crazy and zany and having a lot of fun, and then boom, Wednesday hits, they're gone. Locked in, Super Bowl time. Nobody sees them. They go underground. That's it.
Does Bill Belichick get interviewed tomorrow by the crazies?
What would you ask him?
Anything.
Oh, my gosh. There's going to be some wacky... There's always wacky stuff at Media Day.
I'm looking forward to that. I might have to listen to that tomorrow during the day and get my my fill of funny stuff.
Yeah.
Might get a few jokes out of it.
They always have, do weird stuff like, hey, can you put on this wig and sing like Mariah Carey? Like, they do, like, weird, wacky stuff.
I can't wait. I love that kind of stuff.
It's right up Jeff's alley.
Yes.
So here's a weird stat about the New England Patriots and Mo Brady's brother.
Okay.
So going back to the 2001 Super Bowl, so the Patriots, they've won 5 Super Bowls. This will be the 8th Super Bowl that they've gone to, right?
Yes.
So if you go back to 2001, in the first quarter of each of those Super Bowls, you know how many points the New England Patriots have scored in the first quarter in the last 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 Super Bowls?
57.
None.
What?
They haven't scored any points in the first quarter in 7 Super Bowls.
Stop it.
Isn't that weird?
That's not real. That can't be.
Yeah.
Tommy Brady scores all the time.
So 4 times it's been 0-0 after the first quarter.
Okay.
Back in 2001, the Rams led the Patriots by a score of 3-0. In 2007, when they lost to the Giants, they were trailing 3-0. In 2011, when they played the Giants and they lost, they were trailing 9-0.
Eli Manning!
By the way, I saw an Eli Manning poster at Hobby Lobby.
Yeah?
It was like $1.75. Like it had like the big
Whoa.
They had like the big orange sticker on it. Like, we got to get rid of this thing.
At Hobby Lobby. Hey, my nephew looks just like Eli Manning and he's 5.
And he's 5?
Looks exactly like him. Seriously, I look at him and I go, man, that kid, he's got a cannon on him. That little boy.
A Manning head?
He's got a Manning head, big old giant head. My nephew's got a big head. And he looks just like Eli. It's Aiden Manning is like I call him around the house.
Aiden Manning?
Yeah, I do. He looks exact. I'm going to get a picture. I'm going to show you guys. Looks exactly like him. Big head.
Same guy.
Same exact
Same
dude.
guy.
Yeah, he'll be at the birthday party.
Oh, speaking of the birthday party, we'll see if the Patriots start out slow in Super Bowl 52. They might not. But the big story is the ultimate party. The invitation is on the wall here in the Inland Sports Studio.
There it is.
With Spider-Man. And it's been well documented. Everyone around the Inland Empire is talking about Jeff's son's party on Super Bowl Sunday. I'm sure it's going to be the party of the year, Jeff. How many people have RSVP'd? Like a bunch?
1. Just Jillian.
Like one person?
Yeah, Jillian.
Like one family or one person?
Just one person. Just one person. It's Jillian. That would be Johnny's girlfriend at school, his preschool.
Oh.
Yeah.
It's getting kind of serious.
It's getting very serious.
That escalated quickly.
Yeah. I think the mom might come. Dad said he had some other plans. I don't know what he was doing.
The dad might be busy.
But yeah, and then the Fernandez household will be there. I mean, come
Have
on.
you got our RSVP in the mail yet?
Yeah, it's right here. I just took it. Yeah, because Tara told me you guys are all going to show up.
Is that what she said?
Yeah, you guys are all going to hang out. The pool will be heated. Get to see Pep without his shirt on.
Oh, lucky you.
Yeah, it's going to be great. Can't wait. We're going to have a jumper.
You guys can be slurmaids in there.
Slurmaids, sloth mermaids.
I think I might make some Hebrew national hot dogs.
Yes.
And I don't know what else. Oh, my dad's making a fine pasta salad. So it'll be, the Gorham family will be there. My grandfather might not be there, though. Carla Smedberg's dad, John Smedberg, says, I don't know if I can make it because of the football game. If he does that, I'm going to disown him.
Wasn't he in our studio?
Yeah.
Like 2 weeks ago?
He was here.
Hanging out?
He was here. He and his son.
Wait, was he impressed? He's probably not listening right now. So your father, that's kind of weird. That's a weird dynamic to have your father-in-law looking over your shoulder while you're trying to do an award-winning broadcast on Fox Sports IE. What was it like having your father-in-law here?
I just tuned him out. I tuned him out.
Did you?
Yeah, because I know
what you always do.
I'm tough. Yeah.
When you go to family parties.
I am way tougher than him. He's had like 4 heart attacks.
He has?
He has. So if I flicked him real hard in the chest, he might go down. So
no.
I don't really want to kill the Smedberg.
No.
I like the Smedberg, but it was a little weird having him here, and my brother-in-law was here.
Did he say anything after the fact like, "Oh man, you guys are so good"?
No, he said you guys are piddly, and I said, "What do you mean
piddly?"
Yeah, he goes, when I was back in
because he's a radio guy.
Yeah, when I was back in Columbus, Ohio, I was the Mr. DJ, and I was like, whatever, dude. You don't know what you're talking about. You don't know anything about sports. Well, he likes the Boston Red Sox.
Whatever,
he's from Columbus. He's one of those fair-weathered fans. Whatever team is good, he's like, oh yeah, he's.
The Warriors? Since day one.
Since I've been there.
Day one.
And then, like, every single tournament, every single playoffs, he always starts off with the Cleveland Indians and the Boston Red Sox are his teams, but that changes. And then he is a Cleveland Browns
How about
fan.
those Houston Astros?
Yeah, he's one of those kind of guys, bandwagon guys. Yeah, he's not listening. He's down hanging out in his multi-million-dollar house.
So he might be at the party, might not.
He'll be there, I'm sure. But so
you get nervous? You haven't got a lot of RSVPs in yet.
I hope no one shows up, to be honest with you. I hope nobody shows up because I will give my entire attention to my son who deserves it because he's turning 5.
To your son or to the TV for the Super Bowl?
Oh, no. We just watched the Super Bowl for the commercials. The Han Solo preview is coming out that day.
It is?
Yes, it is.
For sure.
For sure. Trust me.
During the Super Bowl.
During the Super Bowl.
And you know that for sure.
I do know that for sure.
Because you can't joke around about something that serious.
Yes. Solo is going to be on.
Wrong again, Solo.
Solo. Solo. Yeah. He's gonna. It's the Solo preview.
Han
Solo. Star Wars story. Yeah, so I'm excited. The birthday party should be nice. I'm gonna have nice food.
There it is.
Jumper. The pool will be heated.
So what do you do if you're bringing out the birthday cake for little Johnny?
Yeah.
And you hear on the TV, and now the world premiere of Han Solo. And you're like, ah!
I go back in the house, I watch it for a good 30 seconds, and then I come back out. Yeah, because I think he's a big Star Wars fan. I think he would understand.
Say, Johnny, come with me.
Yeah, that's how we do it. I pull him in there, but definitely. I'm excited.
In mid-happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Solo!
Whoa! Yeah, I'll do it. I'm telling you. Smedberg is really excited. She's making a cake. She's building all these things, like your wife does.
Yeah.
Same stuff. There's arts and crafts. And
scissors and cutting and decorating.
I have to clean the backyard, though. I don't like doing it. I have a really nice backyard, Shangri-La. But that means I have to go out and spray down the furniture because it's,
Can't sit on dirty furniture. It's been out in the rain.
Yeah, it's been out in the rain, and I got to get the fans all ready. It's going to be nice. It'll be nice.
But you will have the game on TV, right? I mean, we haven't asked the most basic questions here.
Where is the TV going to be?
Oh, it'll be there. Everybody will be
How is your
watching.
Television connection? Like, are we going to lose connection to the Super Bowl?
Dude, no way. I'm telling you, man. The stately Gorham Manor is high tech.
It's rock solid.
I have cameras. I have everything in my house. You can't mess. Nobody messes around with stately Gorham Manor. It is like, seriously, it's like Bruce Wayne's house.
It is?
Just picture, okay, look.
Where's Alfred?
Yeah, just think of it. Yeah, I don't have him. My wife is really not a very good cleaner. But just picture my house. Picture my house, like when you drive up to Wayne Manor. That's what my house looks like.
Just like that?
Just like that.
Oh, that sounds awesome.
Yeah, it's got 5 bedrooms, and it looks like Wayne Manor. Got a
Can't
bat
wait.
cave.
In a bat cave.
You'll be there, Pep.
In the bat side.
You can spend the night if you like. You and the whole family can spend the night.
When I see the big Gorham brand logo go up into the sky, I'll know it's time to come to the party.
Yes, you better be there, my friend.
All right, we come back here on the Inland Sports Show. The big breaking news exclusive to the Inland Sports Show. When we come back, you don't want to miss it. It's the one and only Inland Sports Show on Fox Sports IE 1350 AM.
We focus on the customer here. Believe it or not, that is the biggest thing for customers on an oil change. They just want the convenience of coming in, driving in, getting it done, and driving out. We just greet them, get them going, and they're done in about 10 minutes or so. We don't push any sales on them. We do the oil change, and I think that's what sets us apart is our customer service. Vacuumed and cleaned your windshield for you as well. Everything's looking pretty good. You come into us one time, believe me, we'll spoil you and you'll be ready to come back the next time.
We're small, family-owned, strive for quality pre-owned vehicles. We're not a volume dealer, and we take every deal as personal to us. We're a low-stress environment. We're not a pressure sales house. If you want to shop us, you're more than welcome to shop us. We have, like I said, great rates, competitive financing, a lot of one-owner, clean Carfax, clean title vehicles. As you see, we have Carfax everywhere. That's most important to us, to educate our customers before they make a purchase. We're right off of Ontario, right off a couple exits off the 15 freeway, off Cahelco, off El Cerrito, and we're right on the main drag going into Dos Logos and the crossings. We have great financing, we have great lenders that we're using. We do buy, sell, trade, cash for your car. Whatever we need to do to help accommodate the customer, that's what we're here for. We have a little bit of everything. We start at about $69.95 and go all the way up to $100,000. We have Escalades, we have commuters, we have pickup trucks, we have Jeeps, sport utilities, and if we don't have it, our specialty is finding you exactly what you're looking for.
Country can be your kids. We all know how hard it is for you to send them to college. This is why many support you. And the Hispanic Scholarship Fund helps you prepare, plan, and pay for your kids' college education. Learn more at hsf.net. Brought to you by the Hispanic Scholarship Fund and the Ad Council.
Well, I finally improved my credit score.
What? The band is about to be discovered. Rock gods don't need to worry about credit scores. We're supposed to think about how many guitars we've smashed, make ridiculous on-tour requests, tragically break up and blame creative differences.
Yeah, I'm not banking my retirement on a band that's never left your garage.
When it comes to financial stability, don't get left behind. Get tools and tips for saving at feedthepig.org. This message brought to you by the American Institute of CPAs and the Ad Council.
Maybe we should talk about this when you're feeling better.
Hey, psycho. I'm not going to feel better about this. It's over. Now, please get out of my Van Halen t-shirt before you jinx the band and they break up.
We're back to the Inland Sports Show. Here are your hosts, Pep Fernandez and Jeff Gorham.
Welcome back. It's the one and only Inland Sports Show on Fox Sports IE 1350 AM. We got some real big, juicy news for high school football fans here in the Inland Empire. Now join us here on the Spoiled Quick Quality Oil Change Celebrity Hotline, the head coach at San Bernardino Valley College, the great Daniel Algattas. Coach, how are you today?
Thanks for having me. I don't know about the great stuff, but I appreciate it.
Well, Friday night, there I was minding my own business, and I heard a real juicy rumor, so I had to text Coach to confirm it, and it is true. Coach, you want to announce who you're going to play in your season opener next this coming September?
Yeah, so season opener will be against Riverside City College. So we'll be hosting them over here for a nice little get-together in early September, and it should be fun.
So RCC against San Bernardino Valley to kick off the season. Coach, for a lot of local football fans, we want to see this rivalry renewed. How did this kind of come together?
You know, it comes from above me and before me, so it's been in the talks for a while. And the athletic directors and administration got together. They wanted to play the game, and obviously we're here to compete. So whoever comes on our schedule, we're going to play. So the news came down from above that this is most likely going to happen, pending anything crazy happening. But for the most part, I think everybody wants to play the game, so let's go do it.
So I think what you were saying, pending commissioner approval, this is basically a done deal, but the commissioner has to sign off on this?
Yeah, and so, essentially he's going to rubber stamp this thing, and both athletic directors have called in, said they want to do it. It's geographically feasible, obviously. So it's going to happen.
It's like the Jets and the Sharks. It's like West Side Story in the Inland Empire. Tom Kraft, Coach Algattas, head-to-head, Death Valley. Tigers coming to Death Valley. Will they survive the desert heat? I don't think so.
Well, I guess you're doing the commercial for it. You're doing the commercial for it.
You can tell Jeff's fired up for this, Coach.
I love it.
We got Coach Algattas here, San Bernardino Valley College head coach here on the Inland Sports Show, Fox Sports IE 1350 AM. It'll be the Wolverines taking on RCC in their season opener coming up September. Last year, Coach, you took on Mount Sac in your opener. This year, you're going to have RCC. You love having that huge game right out of the gate, right? I mean, do you have that philosophy anytime, anywhere, anybody?
Absolutely. I mean, we're just going to watch the tape, see what they got. They don't know what we have. We don't know what they've got. But we got 4 quarters to figure it out when it's one of those opening type of games. So, we've got 9 months to get ready for one team, and they've got the same. So, no big deal. It's whether it's game 1, game 10, playoffs, whatever it might be. There's pros and cons to playing everybody early or mid-season or late. So, we just need to have our guys ready to, primed and ready to go earlier in the season than usual, and then be able to stay at that level for 10 to 11 weeks.
Have you got any sort of feedback from people around the program on the fact that you're going to play RCC once again? And, again, this is a traditional rival in the Inland Empire, but also they've had a lot of success the last couple of years. So going up against them and, fingers crossed, if you got a victory against them, I mean, that would really be a signature victory for this SBVC football program.
Yeah, I mean, beating any one certain team is not necessarily a goal in and of itself. I think we have to look at the totality of the season. So, I mean, certainly, when you say you just want to win one game every week, no matter who it is, you kind of have that same mentality. So we don't really mind who we're playing, but we do want to go out there and do the best that we can. So with that in mind, obviously we'd like to beat them, but we'd like to beat everybody else just the same.
Well, tomorrow, right here on the Inland Sports Show, we'll have my interview with Coach Algattas. We sat down in his office, we hunkered down, we went one-on-one, and he answered just about everything. And, Coach, I know we'll talk about this tomorrow, but I was very impressed just by your decor in your office, I'll call it that, with all your fancy books and Rubik's Cubes and games.
You know what? I ordered a professor's starter kit and put it up on the wall and took credit for it. So,
It was perfect. You fooled me. It was perfect.
Gotcha.
Well, Coach, we appreciate you taking a couple minutes to join us here on the Inland Sports Show. And again, we'll have a more longer, in-depth interview with Coach Algattas talking all things SBVC football, including some of the new guys on campus for the Wolverines, and, of course, more on this huge matchup against RCC in their season opener. Coach, we appreciate it. And I think Jeff over here wanted to invite you to his son's birthday party.
Yeah, Super Bowl Sunday, baby. We've had nobody give me RSVPs except for Pep and his family. So I think you now have to come to the stately Gorham Manor and hang out with me and my family.
Are we having is it mermaid sloth themed?
No, this one is an ultimate Spider-Man party. So there might be a Spider-Man appearance. Could be me, a fat guy in a little suit. But we're going to have a jumper. We're going to have a jumper. We're going to have the heated pool. And there's going to be Rubik's Cubes.
But it's on Super Bowl Sunday.
Oh, that's right. I forgot all about that. But you're more than welcome to come, Coach.
You know what? I spent all of Super Bowl Sunday, except for the last minute of the game last year. I was so in the zone, I didn't even realize that I was applying for this job and spent that entire weekend putting together all my materials for this. So the only thing I saw at the end was like, oh, Tom Brady's coming back. Had no idea anything else that had happened that day. My wife knew I was in the zone and left me alone. But, hey, you know what? I've got a 3-year-old and a 6-month-old, and you said jumper, so now I'm obligated. So. My wife is listening to this, and now she knows that we're going. So, Carla, we're taking the kids.
Hey, that's my wife's name too. We can have dueling Carlas. Well, I'm excited, Coach. You've been building up for this big game. I'm telling you right now, it's going to be Kraft Algattas in the octagon. Wait, that's the wrong sport.
Ladder match.
Yeah.
Winner take all.
As a Riverside guy and seeing all of the big splashes that you've made at San Bernardino, this is going to be really the game of the year.
Game of the year, yeah.
Starting off, man. This is going to be awesome. I can't wait.
Well, I appreciate that. Obviously, it's going to be a very good game, but I think both of us are both going to have two very good programs. I think we'll both be playing for something bigger late in the year. So if this helps us get ready for that, then so be it. But as with everything else, the word that I use more than anything else is we're excited. The phrase we're using, we're excited about. So we're getting pumped up, but it does give us something to look forward to. Now that we do know who we're playing game one, we know what we're lifting weights for, we know what we're game planning for. It does get to, you get to put something, a face to that monster that you're going to be playing against.
Sweet.
Well, Coach, we appreciate the time. We'll see you Sunday at Jeff's house.
Of course. Sounds good, guys. DM me the details. I'll be there.
All right, yes.
Thank you, Coach. And we'll have more with Coach Algattas tomorrow on the Inland Sports Show. See you, Coach.
Have a good one. Bye-bye.
You too. That's Coach Daniel Algattas, head coach of the Wolverines at San Bernardino Valley College.
Well, I'm sure they've played many times in the past, right? And they
have. I think the last time they played was about 5 years ago. So they have played in the past, but they haven't played recently. And RCC in the last, I'd say, decade or so, they've had a lot of success at Riverside City College. So for them, for San Bernardino Valley College to quote unquote man up and play RCC in Death Valley, that's going to be a huge game.
Yeah, I just wonder, they probably used to play for something. I mean, they have like a bell or a rain cross. If they don't, I have a new idea, though.
Uh-oh.
I have a great idea.
Yes, let's do it.
We got to think of something. Think of something they can play for.
A rivalry game.
A rivalry game.
Perpetual trophy that goes between the schools. And
then you have the two coaches. You have Kraft and Algattas. And I know Algattas likes his fingers and stuff.
He does.
He's a magician.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
And he likes to play Rubik's Cubes. But this is true sacrifice. The loser of the two game, or the loser of the game, either Coach Kraft or Coach Algattas, has to lose a finger.
Whoa.
That'll make them really, really play hard. Would you
coach their butts off?
Yeah, you'll coach, because if you lose a finger, and the opposing
you can't do
coach,
a Rubik's Cube missing a finger.
No, and the other coach gets to pick the finger to lose, and they do that every year
until someone
until it's just nubs. It's just nubs. So I think that's a good idea. I think if we can't think of another, the Nub Bowl, if we can't think of something like tangible to play for, they had to play for our fingers, because then they're really going to want to play.
Oh my gosh! You know what? That hadn't even crossed my mind.
It should. I really want you to think about this. Let's think of something that they can play for.
Some sort of a rivalry game, a perpetual trophy, something that we could have them go back and forth between the two schools.
Like a rock or a tortoise. They could play for a tortoise because tortoises live to be like 110 years old. They could have this tortoise from infancy.
But then they got to take care of it. Coach Algattas
no, you don't have to. You don't really have to take care of a tortoise. You just throw some lettuce in there.
Is that it?
And maybe a couple carrots or a finger.
So when SBVC was celebrating that national championship, what was it from? Was it 82? Man, I gotta go back and look now.
Yeah, I believe so.
They had that like state championship.
Yeah,
remember? And they beat RCC.
Yes, they did
in the Lions game. I think it was like the Lions Bowl. Where they beat RCC. So, I mean, there's a lot of history between the two schools.
We got to find out what it is.
They haven't played recently, but RCC's been really good, like one of the top teams in the state. So I'm just excited to see SBVC in that brand new stadium they have, Death Valley.
Sweet.
Invite the Tigers, and that's going to be a great game. And you heard it here first on the Inland Sports Show. RCC and SBVC, all they're waiting for now is the commissioner to sign off, and it's a done deal. Both schools want to do this.
There's a commissioner?
Yeah, Roger Goodell. No, there's a commissioner somewhere out there.
Roger Goodell's going to sign off on it. The commish. Yeah, I do. We got to think of something they can play for, and let's think of it, and we'll make a trophy.
Think of it, Jeff.
I'm going to. Or he has 2 children. He can play for the children. Little kids, they're little enough. You just get them back the next year. You just got to win. Got to win. Got to go big.
So that first game of the season, if you go back to last year's schedule, should be that first Saturday in September. So around September 4th, 5th, somewhere like around that ballpark.
I do like what he said, though. We're lifting weights for a reason.
Yes.
Well, for that opponent across the way, he shot a fire. He fired a salvo towards Riverside.
You know, we're going to talk about this tomorrow with Coach Algattas because, again, we're going to go one-on-one with him. But I'll give you a little sneak peek. So he was showing me the roster as it stands right now.
Yes.
Because a lot of guys will transfer in here. I guess technically it's the spring semester, but they transfer in during the winter because they're coming from other schools. They transfer during the spring.
Backs.
Yeah, they go through the spring ball with the Wolverines, and they're ready to go in the fall with SBVC. In fact, one of them was at his office, and I'll just go ahead and say his name because he's already enrolled. Aaron House from Redlands East Valley, big-time defensive end.
Whoa.
Former Rev star.
Whoa.
Is at SBVC now. And he's going down the list. Tyrone Gassaway, a receiver from Cajon High School.
Oh.
C.J. Harris, another receiver from Redlands East Valley. We talked about Cade Sparks, a quarterback out of Summit High School. He's got some dudes, and he's really excited about this year's team.
Oh, they're going to have to be. Think about Kraft. He's got every year he's got Mr. Quarterback.
Oh, yeah.
So they're going to be throwing the ball.
RCC is never short on talent. That is for sure. They get local guys, and they also get guys who, what you call bounce backs, guys who went Division I, didn't work out for whatever reason. A lot of them end up back at RCC.
Yeah, and you got to think they're both quarterbacks. They're both quarterback coaches.
Yeah.
It's going to be airing it out. It's going
to be high scoring.
The game could last 4.5 hours. It'd be great. Those community colleges, they have like 58 penalties per game.
Ugh.
Dude, it could be an all-nighter. We could be an all-nighter. You could be in for it. You and Fazio in his bow tie.
Yeah, we did all those games on IEMG TV last year. I remember that first game of the year. I had my big Mac computer out there. It almost overheated.
I was there
because it was like 110 degrees, and you could see there's like a wildfire in the background. So there was like smoke coming up, and it was real humid and sweaty and hot. And my computer was freaking out. I'm like, this is not a good scene. As they were taking on Mount Sac last year.
I remember I was getting weary. I was holding the camera.
Oh, I was so stressed out. Yeah,
I was weary.
You did a camera in that one?
I did. Remember, and I had to sit down because my legs started to shake. It was really hot out there. It was like being in Death Valley. It was really miserable.
It was. They call it Death Valley for a reason.
It was miserable. Very miserable. Very. But I can't wait. It's going to be the best game of the year.
I'm so fired up.
I'm going to get Coach Kraft. We got to get him on there.
Yeah, we do.
He's elusive. He's like a cat. He's like a tiger. He hides in the reeds. He's impossible to get a hold of. Seriously, have you ever tried to get a hold of Coach Kraft?
Hello, neighbor.
He's a little salty.
Yeah.
He's a bit salty, and I don't think anybody's going to just argue it here.
Oh, my broadcast partner for SBVC football, Vinny Fazio, must be listening. He's already tweeting it out. Boom. SBVC, RCC, 2018 season opener. Get some.
Yeah, I'm telling you, that bow tie, you could have an orange on one side. And what color is San Bernardino? I'm colorblind. Purple or blue? Are they blue?
Milk was a bad choice.
They're blue, Jeff.
Oh, okay. I thought maybe they were purple.
Holy smokes.
I don't know, but purple and orange would have been sweet. But now blue and orange, both sides. That is going to be the game of the century. And I'm going to get Coach Kraft in here, and he's going to yell at us. Don't you ever picture him like just yelling at people? Hey, Coach Kraft, how you doing? Shut up, guy. I don't want to talk to you. I want nothing to do with you. I just want to talk about RCC football. He's kind of like Bill Belichick. He's the Bill Belichick of Riverside.
Is he?
He is.
We're going to get him on the show. We'll have him talk about that contest as we get closer to, I know it's September, but man, the game, what, is that 8 months? 9 months away?
Man,
about 8 months away.
Man, he's making,
we're fired up.
Algattas is hiring like assistant coaches that were like all-world in football. Derek Johnson.
Former NFL. Oh, Wesley Smith, another former Notre Dame high school star, is at SBVC now.
Holy cow, man. This is like a who's who. It'll be truly a San Bernardino Riverside matchup. It'll be the clash of the Titans.
It's going to be big time. Hey, speaking of clash.
Clash?
Did you bring that up for a reason, Jeff?
I always have my...
No, I think you stumbled into that one.
I did.
When we come back here on the Inland Sports Show.
Oh, there it is.
We got the county clash. It's those big high school baseball days at San Manuel Stadium in San Bernardino. We've got the schedule, exclusive news right now on the Inland Sports website. We'll pass along those matchups when we come back. It's the one and only Inland Sports Show on Fox Sports IE 1350 AM.
I played once upon a time at Centennial High School. I was actually on the first ever CIF championship team back in 2000, and then my senior year we won it again. I'd say that's my passion because I've done it. You know, I know exactly where these athletes are at. I know what their mindset is right now. I know how hard it is to, number one, find a performance coach who can take you to the next level. What sets us apart has to be, you know, how we work with our athletes and what we know. We can take an athlete and you know, help them reach their athletic potential, you know, help them, you know, prevent injuries, help get them stronger. I know every single athlete who steps into this gym. I know exactly where they're at, and I'm going to progress them every week. If you're not getting results, then, you know, what's it about? We're going to deliver something that's measurable, you know, in terms of speed, power, you know, strength, agility.
Thank God, first of all. I thank the great people that I've got around me that help support me, the people that work for me. As I started, if it wasn't for the people around me, we probably wouldn't be here right now, but I've got a great staff. I've got great people that do stuff for us outside the store, and we've been very, very fortunate. Our service is impeccable, and we just keep trying to get better every year. We can do online stuff for your teams, as well as, like I said, the screen printing, the embroidery. We also have 3 women that do extra sewing for us, like tackle tool on uniforms, or the bling or rhinestones for different shirts for the ladies. That's why we have certain racks just for certain schools, and the fun about that is that it turns into other schools that may come in here that aren't as close, that we can do stuff for them as well. We've had very, very good customers throughout the years, and it's just been a blast.
Welcome back to the one and only Inland Sports Show on Fox Sports IE, 1350 AM. We just tweeted it out. It's getting lots of run already on social media because everyone's fired up. If you love football here in the Inland Empire, having SBVC and RCC get together in that season opener doesn't get any better than that.
We break a lot of stories, man. What's going on?
We got more breaking news.
We do.
More breaking news.
Holy cow.
Because one of the biggest high school events in this area is the County Clash at San Manuel Stadium, the home of the Inland Empire 66ers. Now, it used to be one day. They'd have one day and a couple games back-to-back.
Yeah?
At San Manuel Stadium. You know, high school baseball teams having a chance to play in a professional ballpark, a minor league park for the 66ers, who at the time was the Dodgers affiliate. Now they've swapped, and now they're the Angels affiliate. But they used to do that, and it was such a success, they'd be like, you know what? Let's do more than one County Clash. Let's do multiple. So they added like another day or two. Well, now I just got the County Clash schedule, and right now it's on the Inland Sports website, inlandsports.wordpress.com, the blog, and also we tweeted it out, so the information is there as well. But there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 County Clashes. Beginning, the first one is March 30th, and there's the final ones in May 5th, so like almost till the end of league season.
Oh.
So there's going to be 5 different County Clashes. We'll talk about the matchups in just a second, but Kono in the house. Yes. He actually played in a County Clash.
Played in 3 of them.
Well, hold on. 3 of them.
Actually, yeah. I want to say maybe even 2004 might have been maybe the first year it happened, because I remember my brother playing in it, and it was a big deal that everybody got to go to San Manuel Stadium.
What did you think when you took the field? Were you like, oh, man, all the pros that played in this place? Or
I think pregame was honestly maybe the funnest part of the game, because you can actually take it in and look around instead of be focused on the game. But being on that stadium, on that green grass, and being able to go there and see minor league players, or when Mike Trout comes down and they're on the field, it's like you can picture yourself that if that's what you want to do.
So do you get to use the locker rooms and all that stuff? Like, were you in the tunnels, or how does that work?
It's mainly just the dugout and then the tunnels, not quite going in all the way back into the locker room.
I would have showered there, just so I could say I showered in there.
Mike Trout showered in here.
Mike Trout, I fist pumped.
Mike Trout before Mike Trout. Mike Trout wasn't around quite yet, but before Mike Trout was Mike Trout. Did you have good games?
Yeah, I want to say we won. I think we went up against San G and Ukaipa for sure. I remember Cajon. Those were our big rivals back in 2006. So, yeah, it was one of the greatest times in high school playing on that field, to be honest. What
position did you play?
Well, I got my position actually taken over. Shout out to Carlos Maddox, who played at APU for a while. And
he took your job?
Yeah, I played left field. I had an absolute cannon of an arm, though.
They called you the Raul Mondesi of Cajon baseball.
yeah. If I could hit the ball, I would be somewhere else right now. But the arm strength was definitely there. It was a great time.
Well, the County Clash is back.
I can't wait.
And it's better than ever. We've got the breaking news on the Inland Sports website, and we also tweeted it out. But here's the matchups in the County Clash. You want the first one?
I want to hear the first one.
So the first one is scheduled for May 30th. Again, that is the very first one. And the opener, to get everything going, to really set the table, Redlands against Cajon. The very first one.
That's a good one.
Yes. That's a CBL matchup. That's going to be a lot of fun. That's a 4 o'clock game on Friday the 30th, March 30th at San Manuel Stadium. And right after that, and then it's going to be Corona, fresh off that appearance in the CIF Southern Section D1 Finals at Dodger Stadium. The Panthers are back, and they will take on Northview. So a non-league contest for Corona High School. That is on March 30th at San Manuel Stadium. So that is the first County Clash. The second one is going to be A.B. Miller versus Carter, followed by Jeff, Norda Vista against Arroyo Valley. Tell your boy Klug.
Klugers.
They going to get a win?
Yeah, of course they are. They're going to go undefeated. They won't lose a game all year.
And these are back-to-back County Clashes because we had Friday the 30th for the Redlands game and the Corona game. Then on Saturday the 31st, these are 31st games. They're going to cap off a big night of high school baseball, San Manuel, with Redlands East Valley against Citrus Valley. Rivalry game alert.
Wow, that's right there down the hall from each other.
They are. That's going to be a big-time rivalry game. So those are the first 2 County Clashes. The third one coming up on April 14th. This is another Saturday from out of the Sunkiss League. We've got Grand Terrace taking on Summit. followed by, and then this is a real juicy one. North taking on Arlington in Inland Valley League play.
Yeah, those guys don't like each other.
No, and they're both two of the top programs in the area. The Inland Valley League, you throw in Riverside Poly and North and Arlington, that's some really good baseball. Canyon Springs has had some good seasons. I mean, that's a really good league for high school baseball. And then the nightcap on that one, something about those Terriers. The Terriers are back. It's Redlands against Yucaipa.
Oh.
That's a juicy one. Even Greg's like, okay, all right, I'm a Colton guy, but I got to give props, mad respect for the Terriers. Redlands and Yucaipa, that's the nightcap on April 14th. Then on April 28th, we've got Kaiser and Bloomington out of the Sunkiss, followed by Fontana versus Harupa Hills, which that's like a non-league. Fontana is out of the Sunkist, and Harupa Hills is a San Andreas League school. That's okay. Yeah. Followed by the nightcap in that one, Rialto against San Gorgonio. And then the final county clash of the season on May 8th. Put your bibs on. This one's getting really juicy. This one's going to drip all over the place. These are all matchups from out of the land of the Big Eight. You ready for this? Got your bib on? It's going to make a mess. The first game at 1 o'clock, Roosevelt against Santiago.
Oh, Santiago, they're pretty good.
They're really good. We're going to talk Santiago baseball tomorrow right here on this show with their head coach, tied to Trinidad. The middle game, there was a sandwich at San Manuel Stadium. This would be the meat, the middle game.
The meat of the sandwich.
Norco against Centennial.
Ooh.
And the nightcap on May 5th at San Manuel Stadium, the county clash, Steve Madrill and King High School taking on the Corona Panthers.
What day is that, you said?
That's May 5th.
You know what that day is? It's that day every single year.
Cinco de Mayo.
Cinco de Mayo. You know what the next day is after that? 6 de Mayo.
Don't they also call that May the 6th?
May the 6th?
May the 6th, that's right. That is right. And then there's May the 4th.
Star Wars
May
guy.
the 4th be with you.
Come on, Star Wars guy.
May the 6th be with you. May the 4th be with you, my friend. And Cinco de Mayo.
So those are big-time matchups.
They're big matchups. Huge. Very huge. Huge.
If I had to pick some of my favorites, I'd say North against Arlington, Redlands against Yucaipa. And that King Corona game is going to be real juicy.
That's a good one.
It's going to be dripping all over the place. It's going to get real messy.
I remember those great Arlington teams of Gary Rungo was the longtime coach.
Lucas Duda.
They had the Martino family was always very good players there. I'm going way back. Way back. Arlington, the Lions were dominant. Norte Vista used to be dominant. Norte Vista had CIF championships.
Klug.
Jason Klug. I can't wait to see him.
You want to text him, say, hey, can you call in? You want to talk about a little high school baseball? He's your boy.
He's very shy. He's a shy guy.
Is he?
He's very shy.
So Novi's going to take on Arroyo Valley. That is that's a Saturday at 4. Are you going to go?
I'll be there. Of course I will. I love my Braves.
Let's do it.
Do it. I'll be there.
So there's your county clashes. Again, we tweeted it out at inland_sports. Also put it on the website. It got a lot of run last year. A lot of people like these county clashes. Guy like Kono over here obviously has fond memories of playing inside San Manuel Stadium. So you played, what was it, Yucaipa?
Yucaipa and San G. They're great games. Ryan Volkamer days. But it was the bright lights, feeling like a big star. It was great.
Did you have that beard in high school?
I did not. I couldn't go facial hair in high school. It came in after.
That's a glorious beard.
Yeah.
I'm here looking at it.
If you would have had that beard, man, you might have kept your starting job.
Yeah.
Probably, right?
Scoot a little bit to up where they can see your beard.
Here we go.
It would have been you know what? Seriously. They might have said, look at that grown man playing. You might
look at that grown man. That's a man, baby.
That's a grown man beard.
Yeah, it took a long time to get this thing.
Yeah.
What was that that movie with the Napoleon Dynamite guy and Rob Schneider? Benchwarmers. Wasn't it? And the guy had his ID and he's like, I am 12. It was like a crayon.
That's right.
That's Kono.
God, that's a glorious beard.
Yeah.
I can't even look at anything else but his beard. God, no wonder he's got such a beautiful girlfriend.
Thank you. I don't know where to go from there. Thanks,
Like,
Jeff.
yeah. I've been checking her out, by the way.
Take your eyes off her, young man.
Hey, she's an IG model.
Oh, my goodness. All right, we come back here on the Inland Sports Show on Fox Sports IE 1350 AM. We're going to wrap this up. We're going to tell you about some big baseball news going down tomorrow. We got wind of something huge for the Inland Empire. Again, lots of breaking news these last couple of days. SBVC, RCC football, the county clash, and some more big baseball news. We'll kind of hint at it. We're not going to give you all the juicy details, but we're going to hint at it. It'll go down all tomorrow here on the show, and we'll get you set for that. And also what we're planning for tomorrow, as Serious Jeff is back.
I hate Serious Jeff. But seriously, I just don't.
Serious Jeff, seriously.
But seriously, I just don't like Serious Jeff. I like more wacky, goofy Jeff. I don't.
Bingo! It's like you yell bingo in the corner.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do seriously, that'll be my defense mechanism tomorrow. Because when Pep goes out and does his, he's covering games, he's all over the place, and then I'm in here in the studio. If I get uncomfortable, that'll be my safe word is bingo.
Bingo.
Bingo! Hit the commercial.
Bingo!
Yeah, I'm always worried. Seriously, I'm always worried. Maybe this will get me through this. I'm always worried that while I'm in the studio by myself, that I'll forget or have nothing to say, and you just stand there with dead air. That's like my fear. Like being, like I don't want to be naked in public, and I definitely don't want to be quiet on the radio. Those are two of my biggest fears. I don't mind being naked, but losing my voice on the radio would just be the worst. It'd be terrible.
Well, just roll the dice.
Because I've lost my voice on a basketball game. You've seen it happen. I don't want
screaming, yelling.
No, when I do the games with you at UCR, sometimes I fall asleep.
Did you stay awake this past Saturday?
Oh, I was into the game. I was really into it because the Highlanders were about ready to beat us.
Because you were texting me again. I was on that long, lonely road from Ridgecrest on 395, and you were texting me updates. And it got close. Remember, it got real close.
It got juicy.
Yeah,
I think it was within 5. I think. Yeah, it was very sad though. I'm really getting upset. I go home after these losses, and I really feel bad. I want to call Justin Bell and say, "Hey, what's going on, buddy? What can I do for you?"
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just.
Can I bring you dinner?
I would. Yeah. We're going to see him this week, though. You and I.
Cal Poly.
I've never been to Cal Poly.
San Luis Obispo.
I can't wait. I'm looking forward to it.
It's going to be fun. They got to win. It's a playoff game. UCR, Cal Poly, San Luis Obispo. We'll talk a lot more about it tomorrow here on the Inland Sports Show because they got to win. I don't want to play that Sarah McLachlan music anymore.
Tomorrow,
I got to need to win.
Tomorrow
Can't be sad.
Wednesday's playoffs.
Sad, Serious Jeff.
Yeah, I don't want that at all.
Sad. Yeah, we need a win on Wednesday, playoff time here for the Highlanders. When we come back here on the Inland Sports Show, we're going to wrap this thing all up. We'll be right back. It's the one and only Inland Sports Show on Fox Sports IE 1350 AM.
Guy's 50. He's got a mustache. Not according to birth certificate.
He's got documentation. Play ball! Inland Empire sports fans turn to the Inland Sports Show.
So you talk to the...
I played once upon a time at Centennial High School. I was actually on the first ever CIF championship team back in 2000, and then my senior year we won it again. I'd say that's my passion because I've done it. I know exactly where these athletes are at. I know what their mindset is right now. I know how hard it is to, number one, find a performance coach who can take you to the next level. What sets us apart has to be, how we work with our athletes and what we know. We can take an athlete and help them reach their athletic potential, help them, prevent injuries, help get them stronger. I know every single athlete who steps into this gym. I know exactly where they're at, and I'm going to progress them every week. If you're not getting results, then, what's it about? We're going to deliver something that's measurable, in terms of speed, power, strength, agility.
Thank God, first of all. I thank the great people that I've got around me that help support me, the people that work for me. As I started, if it wasn't for the people around me, we probably wouldn't be here right now, but I've got a great staff. I've got great people that do stuff for us outside the store, and we've been very, very fortunate. Our service is impeccable, and we just keep trying to get better every year. We can do online stuff for your teams, as well as, like I said, the screen printing, the embroidery. We also have 3 women that do extra sewing for us, like tackle tool on uniforms, or the bling or rhinestones for different shirts for the ladies. That's why we have certain racks just for certain schools, and the fun about that is that it turns into other schools that may come in here that aren't as close, that we can do stuff for them as well. We've had very, very good customers throughout the years, and it's just been a blast.
We're back to the Inland Sports Show. Here are your hosts, Pep Fernandez and Jeff Gorham.
Welcome back to the Inland Sports Show, Fox Sports IE 1350 AM. We just broke the news on the county clash. We broke the news on SBVC versus RCC in football. Making waves out there. In fact, Jeff, the mayor of Fontana just followed us on Twitter.
The mayor?
It's big news, man. It's sweeping the IE right now.
Man, all those mayors like us. Mayor.
I guess I'll have to follow back.
Did you really follow him back?
Yeah. Her? Aquanetta Warren. Yep.
Do you have to, what do you call a lady mayor? Miss Mayor? Hello, lady mayor.
Is there I don't know.
There's got to be some sort of protocol. What do you say for Mayor Rusty? Hey, Rusty.
The Honorable Mayor Rusty Bailey?
Hey, what do you say when you see him? When you see old Rusty?
What's up, Russ Dog?
What's up, Russ?
The old Russ Dog?
Russ wears tennis shoes and cargo pants.
He's a cool dude.
He is a cool dude.
He is a cool
I'm going
guy.
to run against him. I'm going to beat him.
That's right. You're running for mayor.
You're darn right.
Can I be your running mate? I mean, there's no really a running mate for mayor, right?
Yeah, you can be my vice mayor. Pep.
Is that a thing?
Yeah.
The vice mayor.
Be the Lord Mayor.
The Lord Mayor.
I think I could beat him. I do. I think I could beat him. If I'm going to move back to Riverside. We actually have talked about that.
You'd have to live here.
That's what I said. We're going to move back to Riverside.
Yeah, you'd have to live here.
And then I'm going to buy a house, and it's going to be on a big hill. And then they're going to say, whose house is that? You know what they're going to say?
Super fancy.
That's the Lord Mayor's
Lord
house.
Mayor Gorham. Gorham Manor.
Rusty, just know I'm coming after you, buddy. If you're listening, I'm coming for you, baby.
So tomorrow on the Inland Sports Show, we're going to have some big local baseball news. So there's a huge tournament. It's the unofficial national championship. It's called the National High School Invitational.
Okay.
And it's only the best of the best in the entire country. And what we'll say is there's a team from the Inland Empire that has been selected.
What?
Which is huge. We've never had a team from the IE selected for the National High School Invitational.
Never?
It's going to be huge news. They're going to unveil the teams tomorrow on the MLB Network.
What?
That's how big it is.
On the MLB Major League Baseball Network?
It is.
Get out of
Big
here.
time. But we got some news. We already know. We're going to have it tomorrow. So come back tomorrow, 3 o'clock. Hear all about it here on the Inland Sports Show. Pretty big, though. Pretty big time.
Yeah, I can't know who it is. You're not going to give me a hint?
No, I'm not going to give you any hints.
No hints?
No.
What league are they in? You almost said it, though.
I wanted to for a second.
Southern California.
He's punch drunk.
You know what? As Gandalf would say, if you're trying to get information out of me, this is what I would say back to you, Jeff.
What would you say to me?
Can't go any further, Jeff.
I want to know.
That's tomorrow on The Big Show, plus a lot more with San Bernardino Valley College head coach Daniel Algattas. And again, the big news today, the Wolverines taking on RCC in their season opener. All they're waiting for is the commissioner's approval. We've been brought to you by Spoiled. Quick quality oil change will be spoiled by great customer service and low prices. Check them out off Alessandro Boulevard. You'll get in and out very quickly and get your oil change, the wiper blades, the whole deal at Spoiled Quick Quality Oil Change. Ken Sporting Goods, more than 40 years in the Inland Empire and still going strong with all your sporting gear needs and Letterman's jackets. Plus, if you got any local gear, they'll bling it out too. They'll make you look fancy, Jeff. I know you like to look fancy.
What, they're going to bedazzle?
They'll bedazzle you, Jeff.
Oh, I love bedazzling.
KenSportingGoods.com. Boost Performance Training in Corona with Coach Ray Bass. Make sure you follow them on Instagram and Twitter. And remember, they have the strength and speed class. And the first one is free, but only if you mention Jeff Gorham at the door.
Bingo!
In Catalano Motors in Corona off Temescal Canyon Road, where you can buy, you can trade, you can finance that new to you car, and they'll make that car shopping experience easy and smooth. You've got big expectations when purchasing a vehicle. Catalano Motors will take care of you. I guarantee it.
I have a new car, a new whip I want.
A new whip? What do you want, Jeff?
I want a refrigerated van.
To carry all your food?
No. Don't ask.
Uh-oh.
If you,
it's getting weird.
If you have to ask, I can't tell you. I'd have to. Hey, you want to see it?
No.
I can take you inside my van and show you my refrigerator.
No. Hey, we'll see you tomorrow, and make sure you check out the big local baseball news going down. We'll have all the details right here. It's the one and only Inland Sports Show on Fox Sports IE 1350 AM.